Hello, my friends. This is Bobby D coming to you live from Tlalpan, Cebu, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. Where you're from. Hey, today I want to talk to you about Filipino nurses in the U.S. Why they're fading fast from the Philippines. Filipino nurses in the U.S. Why they're fading fast from the Philippines. Now, when we talk about nurses and when we talk about the Philippines, you know what I'm saying? Philippines is actually a nurse producing country. Yeah. You think I'm playing with you? Yeah. They produce nurses for the entire world, the entire globe. Yeah. Nurses. When you get sick in the hospital, the lady or the man that come and say, take your medicine, sir. That's who we're talking about today. But in particular, we're talking about the ones from the Philippines. They go all over the world, man. And they want to help save lives. That's all they want to do, man. That's all they want to do. That's their mission in life. That is their purpose in life. That is what they are called to do. And what's happening now is that in the United States of a doggone America, nurses, Filipino nurses, are dropping like flies, man. They're dropping, man. And we're going to find out today why that's happening. And it's one of the most least reported stories or occurrences that's happening right now. It's being overlooked. Filipinos. Yeah, people are happy facing, smiling, and always want to help. Caretakers, they're lovely people. They give. Then they burn out themselves because they want to help you. And as a result, especially and in particularly in the United States of a doggone America, they're dropping like flies. And nobody's highlighting this disproportionate a problem that's happening in the Filipino American life, and from the nurses that are imported from the Philippines to the United States of a doggone America. Okay, and what happens when they get to the United States? They're so happy they just caught up and they want to work. Next thing you know, COVID got them. Okay, and they're finding out, guys, that particular sector, that particular people, that particular segment, the nurses that are from the Philippines and Filipino American nurses are being taken out more than any other minority segment. And nobody's highlighting it. And the problem is this, not even the Filipinos, they don't even know. All they know is she dead. They send their son or their daughter to the United States of a doggone America, and all they know is they both make money, monetary, right? And they get a notice, she gone. What? We're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at this today, and we're gonna try to find some reasons what's going on. And you say, well, Bobby, this don't happen just to the Filipino. It happened to black people too, and it happened to the Latinos too. I know that, man. All minorities are targeted by the COVID, man. But the thing I'm finding out, the nurses of Filipino descent are being taken out more than any other minority segment. I just found this out. And I was taken aback by it, man. I'm in the Philippines. I love these people. My wife's Filipino. And for me to find out the Philippines, if you go to America, you're supposed to have a good life and happy. But it's not like that, man. COVID has changed the fabric of the American society, and it's changed the life of the Filipino nurse. They hurting bad, man. And the issue I got, I can understand it hurting. But the issue I got is that it's not being reported. Nobody knows about it. Very few people know about it. The only people that know about it, the one that's being burned out and being set in the hospital. That's it. So we're gonna highlight that today. Nurses are being bred, they're being led, they're being fed, they're being trained, and they're shipping them out to the United States of America and other nations, nationalities around the world to be led to the slaughter. I know it's hard for you to understand me saying, would it be led to the slaughter, Bobby? You know, they asked to go. Yeah, they asked to go, but they don't really know what they're getting into. Yep. And sometimes when they come from the Philippines, they just got their nurse's degree and they took the oath to be a nurse and they shipped them to Florida or shipped them to whatever US, New York City. You know, that's a big transition when you come from a small country. And so they work, they don't have no friend. They work. Next thing you know, they got COVID. And the one that have the underlying condition, they're not gonna make it. When they get incubated, that's it. And when I got the numbers, you said numbers don't lie, right? Numbers don't lie. I got the numbers, man. I got the statistics, man. I'm just playing with you, man. I got the numbers to support my rhetoric. I got the numbers, and numbers don't lie. Let's go. All right. We'll get straight to this today. Right train, yeah, man. I want to bring this to your attention. Those of you that are interested in the Filipinos, interested in the Philippine nation, and the nurse and the occupation there, you need to understand Filipinos are being, in my opinion, and I'll give you this later, but it's a problem. And we need to address it, man. Okay? And I think that the Philippines country, to some extent, is aware of it. Because as I told you on a couple of prior broadcasts, they had a ban on all the nurses going to any foreign country, especially USA. Okay, but they recently lifted the ban, allowing 5,000, a maximum of 5,000 nurses to go overseas to become employed. Okay, my personal opinion, they may want to put that ban back on because the numbers show that nurses from the Philippines are like, they get out there, they work for a few months, and they're gone. You know? So I'm gonna show you. But let's go back and do a quick review of the last couple of live streams I did. And well, actually, I don't have. I can just tell you, I don't have the pictures of the last one I did because that was a handheld one. I didn't have a lot of shots on that. But the last one we did was we went to Pacific Mall, right? You remember? And we do this every year, man. We have a beautiful time. We go to Pacific Mall. Pacific Mall in Mandawi City. And we have the what? Crazy sale. Yeah, man. Lisa D and I love to go to the crazy sale. It's just something we do. And we enjoy it. You know why we go every year? Number one reason is because we get a 70% discount on most items. And this year, we didn't have a big list because we're not going to get groceries to take it to the province. We're going to just give them but she bought some curtains and some few other things that I didn't know about. She going to get, you know, what they tell you, man, I'm just going to get some curtains. You say, okay, let's go. Next thing you know, you got curtains, you got lotion, you got that. What you going to do? Just accept it and get on out the stuff like I did. But yeah, so we had a nice time, man. And I'm sure if you haven't seen that video, man, take a look at it. It's just a fun video showing you our lives. You know, we like to share. Lisa D and I enjoy you, and we like to share our lives and our experiences here in the Philippines with you. Because truth be told, many of you can't get here, and so you live your experience, you live your life through us as we experience the Philippines. And I know that, and so I have no problems in sharing our lives. And we try to be as transparent as possible, as much as possible with you so that you can understand what the real life is here for living in the Philippines. And that's why I titled my program, Life in the Philippines, a Black person's viewpoint. Now, this show's not limited to Black people, but it's limited to everybody. Why I chose a Black person's viewpoint? Because what? I got the melanin, baby. And when I came here, there were not very many African American or people of color doing videos. That was like in 2014. So that's it. But yeah, we had a beautiful time. Check out the video. And last time before that, we took a look at what about Lee D? Okay, so look at this right here. It's sextortion, baby. Yeah. Man, that's a hot video, man. Okay, she's trying to hide y'all. That's a hot video. Okay. See that video right there? See that lady right there? She hot. Sextortion. And you haven't seen that video, man. Look here. You need to check it out. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying you need to check it out, because if you're thinking about coming to the Philippines and you can't get here and you go online, you say, well, at least if I can't get there, at least I can talk to and chat to the ladies online. I can chat to the ladies online. And you just, hi. She said, hi, baby. That's how they talk, man. They do that sexy stuff. Hi, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hi, honey. Oh, hi, George. Hi, baby. And then you say, oh, she talking to me. She's talking to me. And you go crazy, and they know what they're doing. They know how to they know how to get you excited. And when they get you all worked up and with a head of steam, they say, okay, you know what? Let's have some fun. And then you do some crazy sexual stuff. And they say, don't you want to participate with me, honey? Don't you like? Yeah. And you know what? While you doing your little thing, they're doing recording every moment, everything you do. And you don't know what they're doing. And then a day later, they say, hi, JoJo. Say, baby. He said, did you like what we did last night? Yeah. You want to do it again? He said, yeah, let's do some more. But first, let me show you this. Send a little picture up to you. And you say, oh, you did it. What? Shut that off my screen. What are you doing? Look here. She said, now look here, buddy. I've been playing with you all this. I'm no more play, no more game for you. I want some money. Okay? See, if you're a doctor, you're a physician, you got the money. Send me $5,000 by the month. And if you don't send it to me, this little video you saw, I'm going to send it to your hospital staff. I'm going to send it to your wife. I'm going to send it to your mother. Everybody going to know you're a freak. And so when they get that, man, they say, what do you want? And you send it. It's sextortion. That's what it's called. And the Philippines has a sextortion empire in Bulacan. Okay, look it up. You think I'm just playing with you, man? I bring these stories to enlighten you, to inform you, to educate you, to know what you're getting into. Don't do no crazy stuff with people online. That's illegal, first of all. Second of all, it's morally illegal as well. You're a good man, right? Or you a playboy? Which one is it? You a player? You like doing freaky stuff? Don't do it. All right, that's it, man. All right, that's my review. All right, and I feel like I want to talk about that now. I got to get my mind back. Okay, I want to go. Boy, if I had some time. All right, let's go. All right, so we're gonna look at the thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. All right, let's pull it up. Put it up. Put it up. And so I'm gonna enlighten you today on some things that you probably never even thought about. Okay, when as it pertains to nurses from the Philippines. You right here? This is a thumbnail for the day. Dying for life. Are you with me, GP? Nurses, man. Filipino nurses, they dying for life, man. What you mean by it? What you mean? I mean what I said. You know what dying is, right? And you know what life is, right? They are dying to help save lives. That's what I'm talking about. If I had to break it down to you like a 2-year-old, dying to save somebody's life. In the process of saving other people's lives, they lose their own soul. How more noble can that be? How more humane can that be? They're giving up their life to save another life. And you know what? A lot of them chose this profession so they could help people. But they didn't choose this profession to terminate their own lives by helping people. That's not what they bargained for. That's not what they signed up for. But guess what? The sad reality of this whole situation is that's what they're getting. And the problem is that many people don't know this. This is like a hidden, dirty little secret, man. Oh, don't tell nobody. We need them to keep coming because we got so many people sick. We ain't got enough nurses. No job, Filipino. Don't tell. Don't keep it quiet, y'all. Don't tell. Don't. Guess what, y'all? I'm gonna let the cat out the bag, baby. And when you let the cat out the bag, guess what? The cat saved me out, and it cries and it howls and it hollers. And I want you, when you see this video, when you get through this broadcast, I want you to tell everybody, look here, stop taking advantage of the Filipino nurses. Okay? You're treating them like dirt. You're overworking them 16, 18 hours a day, and you giving them a small amount of money. But in their mind, that's a big money because they don't have it. That money in the USA is more than what they were getting in Philippines. But it didn't matter. You're just taking advantage of Filipino nurses, and they need to stop. Okay. You said, but they're not taking advantage. They want that. No, they want the money. But they don't want to be treated any kind of way. They don't want to be catching COVID because you didn't take the proper precaution to protect them and give them the proper PPE that they need. Huh? Hospitals in the United States of a doggone America. All right, let's go. Don't get me. I don't want to get worked up over this, man. If y'all know when I get worked up, man, I'll be going off. Let's go. All right. Okay. Thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. One more time. Excuse me while I get a sip of coffee. Michael Coffee, need some coffee. That's the wrong thumbnail. Dying for life. So you see, what's happening is these people are dying, man. And they come out here in the United States and various other countries with the anticipation of starting a new career, a new field, new life, new environment, and they're happy. 2 months down the line, they burnt to a crisp. What did they burn out of? What do you mean burn? Yeah, they burn emotionally, physically, mentally, spirit, all drained, man. Because they didn't really anticipate what they would get into. And next thing you know, they let their guard down and they're gone from the COVID. All right. So focus, hocus, no hocus pocus, just focus. Focus. Let's focus in on where we're going with this, what we're going to talk about, and how we're going to go down the yellow brick road as we discuss this topic today. Filipino nurses in the United States, why are they fading fast? Okay, let's go. Here we go. So you see, these are some Filipino nurses. These are DM. Talk. Can you hear me? Audio okay? Testing 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. Okay. So you can see this is our focus for today. We have the lady and the man. This lady's over here is a Filipino nurse. As you see, she's got her PPE on, but sometimes the PPE don't do it all. She still got infected, man. She still got infected. And not only did she get infected, but her husband. You know, thank goodness she pulled through. And the husband did too. But many of them don't. And that's what the whole purpose of this show is for today, showing you what happens. And we're going to give you some indications of why it's happening, okay? Now, dying to save America. We're going to talk about how these Filipino nurses, some of them are Filipino American nurses, some are on OFWs. Yep. They come to the United States and they start their new life, but they don't realize what they're getting off into. And they wind up 6 feet under. Number 2, we're going to talk about virus effect. Not only does it affect the person, a lot of them have families here. And that virus affects their families. It affects their homes. And they take it home with them. Yep. And it's not good, man. You get sick, your husband gets sick, your children get sick. Everybody's on the way out. Right? We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to look at exploiting a Filipino nurse. This is a form of exploitation. Yeah. They're using them. And sometimes they're abusing them. All for the monte. Money is the root. The love of money is the root of all what? Evil. Money is not evil in and of itself, but the love of it. And the love of money causes people to do a lot of crazy stuff. Anyway, and so we're going to look at it today, how these nurses are dying, fading out fast. Filipino style, Filipino nurses. The numbers, while sorely lacking and very likely underreported, only emphasize the tragedy unfolding in the Filipino American community. According to the one report from Business Insider, 31.5% of all COVID-19 nurses deaths are Filipino, despite Filipinos making up just just 4% of a national nurse population. Okay. Are you with me? Did you hear what I said? They only make 4% of the national nurses population in the United States of a doggone, but they're dying out by 31.5%. That is a disproportionate death rate as compared for this virus. Yep. And so what is going on? Yeah, and the problem is we don't hear about it. You hear about the blacks, you hear about the Latinos, okay? But what about the COVID-19 minority to call the Filipino, man? What about them? You know, didn't anybody tooting the horn about them saying, don't forget us, we dying too? We forgot. Have you forgotten about these people? Well, guess what? Bobby D is here to remind you that nurses from the Philippines are dying. And they're dying at an alarming rate, okay? And you need to get this in your psyche. You need to get this in your mentality. Next time you go to a hospital to see a Filipino nurse and see her struggling, trying to keep you alive, you need to say thank you for your service, ma'am, and for your people in your community, okay? Because not only are black people dying disproportionate, I already talked to you about that on a prior broadcast, Latinos and blacks and Native American Indians, but the minorities in whole are, we're just going down. But the one they don't even, I never heard about it till I saw it this other day. I said, well, it's a good, to my mind, y'all. In my mind, listen to me good. In my mind, it was a good thing, Get jobs, get work, man. It's a good thing, right? Yeah. Ostensibly, on the surface, right? Because they get more money, right? They send it back home. Family, they have a good time, a good life. America, USA, yeah, happy, happy, happy. No, but it don't work out like that. For the nurses, they're working their finger to the bone. 16, 18 hours a day shift, double shifts. And no matter how much precaution you take, when you around somebody sick with the COVID, 16, 18, 20, 6 days, 7 days a week, you might just wind up getting in yourself, and that's what's happening. And I just showed you the numbers, and numbers don't lie. The majority of the nurses in this United States of a doggone marriage taken out are Filipino nurses, okay? Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? You thought it was all just black folk. Yeah, they're black. Well, we doing it. We do. I'm not making light of just only saying the black people. Black people too, but the Filipino nurse count is higher. The percentage of Filipinos being taken out nurses are higher. Okay, and that's what's not being talked about. And I don't even know. I don't even know if this is an awareness of the Filipino people that when they send their people to the United States, and the majority of them are not going to come back breathing. They'll be in a box. And I'm not just trying to be facetious. I'm not trying to be facetious, because this is not a funny. I'm being serious. And that's why the whole purpose of this broadcast to let you know, hey, it's not all fun and game when you go to USA and you be a nurse. Okay, that's right now in this times we are dealing with. It is a very, very difficult profession to be in. It deals with your mentality. It deals with your physicality. It deals with your life. And I believe your life is worth more than a few dollars. Okay. All right, let's go. So we're going to take a look at what's going on. Number one, we said number one was what? Number one was what? Dying to save America. Life. Yeah, that's what's happening, man. They're sending people they're sending Filipino nurses to the United States of a doggone America to save American life. But they don't care about the Filipino life. It's just, if you think about it, Filipinos are somewhat expendable. That is the mentality of the people that are shipping them in there. Well, we just get, we get a dime a dozen. We just call down there and say we need 500 more, and then they pass out the mile. We get 5, and they're expendable. They ain't, just a dime a dozen. Come on, man. You don't treat people like that. First of all, they're giving up their lives, their security, their happiness, their friendship to come out here to help you, and you don't protect them the way they're supposed to, and they're losing their lives trying to help Americans live. It's not right, man. It's not right. Number one, see that lady right there? Filipino nurse. Look in her eyes. She's serious. You can see she's been through some warfare, medical warfare, nursing field warfare. She's experienced. She's not a rookie. Because if she was a rookie, she'd have a smile on her face and she would not be looking serious because she ain't know what's going to happen to her. But you can see her face. She ain't playing. Think she's smiling with you? She look behind her eyes, man. If you can look behind her eyes and see all the pain she's seen, all the suffering she's seen, all the harm, people dying. Look at her. Her whole face tells the whole story of COVID-19 in a doggone America. United States of a dog. It tells me everything I need, and I don't even look no further. Her face tells me she's been in a war and she wants out. She can't take it no more. But sometimes when you get hooked up on the Monte, it's hard to get out because you got people back home to take care of. So you got to go in the fight and go back in the war and say, Lord, help me. Number one, dying to save America. It is a disproportion of people, Filipinos, that are dying in the United States of a doggone America hospital. Nurses, simply because they're trying to save lives of America. And when you think about it, man, this is like Americans don't give a flip about the nurses. They just want the bodies, you know? Yeah, they just want, they don't care where you're from. They don't care how old you are. They don't care about, they're treating you right. They just want your body. And they don't care about the money. I'm not going to give you $15 now. I'm not going to give you a penny more. And you're worth more than that. You should be getting hazard duty. They should be. You think they're paying them that? No. The Native Americans, the United States citizens may get hazard duty, but the OFW don't get nothing but the straight pay they bargained for. All of that's an inequity and it's wrong. Nurses of Filipino descent comprise just 4%. Listen to me good, please. Don't put that cigarette down. Put that coffee. Look, turn the TV off. Listen to me. Nurses of Filipino descent comprise just 4% of the United States workforce, but nearly a third of registered nurses' deaths are due to COVID-19, according to a new report from a National Nurses United Union. You hear me? Did you hear me, man? I'm going to say it again. Nurses of Filipino descent comprise just 4%, F-O-U-R, 4% of the U.S. workforce. Nearly a third, 1/3 of registered nurse death. A third, man. That is a disproportion due to COVID-19. Okay? It's a problem, man. And it needs to be addressed. I think there needs to be a limitation on people importing these nurses in here and they're not being taken care of. They're not being protected properly, but they're being overworked and abused work-wise. Okay? Need to be checked out. The largest non-white ethnic group to die of the disease was nurses of Philippines. Did you listen to me? Listen to me now. The largest non-white ethnic group to die of the disease was nurses of Filipino descent, who account for 31.5% of the workforce COVID-19 death. How low can you go? These nurses are working themselves to literally to death, trying to save the life of some United States of a doggone American citizen. And the only thing we can say is, I didn't know. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Now you know, okay? And when you know more, you do more, you show more, and you support more, okay? You see a nurse out there, look, Filipino, look, I'm so sorry that I know you struggle. I saw a report on Bobby, you talked about how you're struggling, and I just wanted anything I do, man. I appreciate your service. Something, man. I feel for them. And I want to bring this to you so you are aware of the situation. You know a nurse out there that's Filipino. You think she just doing good. She in the USA. She making money, man. She doing no. They're not. It's not. She may be making a little bit of money, but is that money worth her life? No. What's the number one? Number two is what? Let's go back. Did number one. Number two is what? Number two is what? Virus affected Filipino home. Okay. Not only it affected Filipino, But guess what, guys, ladies and gentlemen? They got to go home. And a lot of them have a loved one at home. Mama, sister, brother, husband, children. Guess what? They take it home to them. So not only is the nurse being affected, but her relatives are being, her whole home is being affected. There are cases where the entire people in the Filipino nurses' home were affected. Some of them lived, some of them did. You know, and it's sad, man. And nobody's trying to help these people. Nobody's taking this in consideration. They just shipping bodies. We need more nurses. Call down to the employment page, tell them to send 5,000 more. Like they're a dime a dozen, you know. Let's go. So we're gonna look at how it affects their home. Okay. That's the wrong one. Is that the wrong one? Yes, wrong one. This one right here. Okay. Dying of American. It's disproportionate, man. That's number one. We'll go back number two. Excuse me. Hold on. I'm running too fast. Number two. Wrong one. Okay, this one right here. All right. So I should be number two. I got the wrong slide, y'all. Hold on. Okay, this one right here. All right. Anyway, I got the wrong slide. But when it comes to their home life, man, they are being affected as far as the family. They bring it home to the children. Children bring it home. And some of the children even take it to school, and it's terrible, man. And nobody's bringing this to the light. Nobody's talking about the nurses and Filipino nurses and what's going on. It's like they just nondescript people. They're people with no faces. They're just a number. They're part of an overlooked community. Okay, Filipino American nurses, and they're hit by COVID, man. Not only the nurses, the immigrants, the OFWs, but Philippine immigrants alone make up 28% of the largest share of the company's 512,000 immigrant registered nurses population. And that's according to Migration Policy Institute, a nonpartisan think tank. Okay. So you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we got nurses by the Gahusa coming up in the United States, and they be treated like they nothing. You say, Bobby, we didn't ask them to come here. They asked to come here. Yeah, they asked to come here, but they didn't know. They didn't have to be treated inhumanely. They didn't have to. They didn't have to be treated with not protecting them with proper equipment, making them use the same face shield and face mask for a whole month, or sometimes longer than that. Yeah, they have to have proper treatment. And without the proper protection and proper treatment, these people are dying out. And not only that, they're being overworked, man. You work somebody 16, 18, 20 hours a day, 6, 7 days a week. Don't you expect that they're going to get tired? Don't you expect that they're going to slip up and one day get the virus when they're dealing with the virus, people with virus every day? It's a problem, man. I just showed you the numbers. Filipino nurses are being affected more so than any other minority in the United States of a doggone America. Now you know. You didn't know this, did you? Some of you didn't know it. Some of you had no idea. A lot of the people in the Philippines still have no idea. In their mind, right? Well, my son just graduated college and he got his nursing degree and he went to the United States and he's going to be living good. They don't know. And a lot of times the reason why they don't know is because the workers, the nurses themselves won't burden the family with what they're going through. Because they love them. They don't want them to know. They don't want them to know they got to work 2, 3 shifts and back to back and inadequate PPE. You know, they're too shamed. And one of the worst things that you can do to the Filipino, any type of Filipino, is to cause them being shamed. Yeah, they do anything to avoid shame in their lives. So they hide it. Yeah, they hide it from the people, their family. They just, I'm doing good. John, how you doing? They be down and out in the bed. I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. And they're tired to the bone. Okay? Work their finger to the bone. I'm telling you, man, nurses are catching plenty H in the United States of the dog, Filipino nurses. All right. Last one we have. That's when we're gonna exploit it. Yeah, that's what's happening, man. That's exactly what's happening. Okay, okay. They're being exploited, man. You see these people right here? These are brand new nurses just taking their oath. You know, they got to take an oath once they get past the license exam and all that kind of stuff. They're taking their oath. And then you see some smiling faces, right? They got their hand up in the air and they're reading the Hippocratic Oath and the nurse's oath and they say, I will do my best to say all that stuff. But they really don't know what they're getting into. And you guess what? Out of all these faces you've seen, only a small portion of them going to survive. You know why? Because only the strong survive. Exploiting of Filipino nurses has been going on for a long time, but it's worse right now because we're in the middle of a pandemic. And in the United States, to be honest with you, don't have enough doctors or nurses. So they ship them in and they ship them out in a box because a lot of them go home that way. They come in living, they go home in a box. And this is a sad situation, man. It's a story that's not being told. It's a story that's not being talked about, but it should be yelled to the whole world. Filipinos are not expendable commodities. They're human beings. They have a right to be protected and respected as any other person in the world. Don't abuse them and use them simply because they come from a foreign country. That's not right, but that's what's happening. Many people in the United States, they're just expendable human capital. They don't think of them as people, they're just a commodity. The concerns about how Filipino migrants are treated abroad, as well as the potential effects of skills drained at home. And that's what's happening. I think that's why I think many of the Filipinos here in the Philippines are beginning to see that a lot of their Philippine nurses that they sent from the Philippines to the United States are being exploited, are being used and abused because of, you know why? A lot of them coming back home, just like I mentioned a few minutes ago, in boxes. So the pattern is beginning to play out, and people are beginning to notice it. But I wanted to bring this to you so you understand what's going on in the community where you live in America and from the Philippines. It has to be exposed. It has to be told so that lives can be saved. You know, what am I saying? Am I saying because you choose to be a nurse and you choose to go to the United States, you might wind up in a box? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's just the numbers bear it. I just showed you the numbers. That the numbers bear it out. It's a possibility. It is a stronger possibility for a Filipino nurse. If you have a Filipino nurse, an American citizen nurse working side by side, the stronger the numbers support that Filipino nurse may get COVID faster than that American nurse. Okay, I just showed that to you. Now, why is that? I don't know. I have no clue. One of the things is that maybe the nurses from the Filipinos, I got to mention, maybe overworked more than the. I don't know. But whether we don't have to know the why behind everything, but we do need to know the what. And the what is they're dropping like flies. Nurses from the Philippines. So I got for you today, man. Want to bring that to your attention. Want to bring that to your knowledge. Get your mind going on what's happening with these nurses. And I'm not saying all nurses are under stress, not just Philippine nurses. All people in the front line in the healthcare field are under stress and duress. Okay. But as our numbers just showed you and bear it out to you, it's more so with Filipino nurses than anything else and anyone else. Okay. So be in mind, keep that in your mind and spread the word. Okay. Filipino nurses are not commodities. They have families, they have faces, they're people, they're real life people, they're not robots. You know, they get hurt, they get sick, and they die like everybody else. Okay. And they should be respected for the diligence they do and the care that they give, just like everyone else. All right, that's all I got for you, man. I wanted to bring that to you. Saw that, and I wanted to show. I had no knowledge, man. You know, I had no understanding of what was going on. I was like, just like everybody else. Oh, they're going. You got your license going to the Philippines? Well, I'm happy for you. Yeah, I'm not so happy for them now. Now that I know what's really going on. Now that you know what's really going on, if you go to the hospital and you have to take a relative, you go see a sick relative, whatever, and you see a Filipino nurse, you need some, ma'am, I want to thank you so much. You left your home to come here, and I know how hard it is for you, and I'm going to be praying for something like that, man. Let them know that you know. Yeah, Filipino just opened it up. They had a ban on the Philippine nurses going abroad. Last week, I did a story on this. I'm sure if you just don't know, I think I did a recorded. It was a recorded video. I think I did. I do so much stuff, man. I do so much videos, recorded, live. I just get them all mixed up. I'm a machine. I'm a robot. I push them out. But anyway, and I told you how the Philippines had a restriction. They had a restriction on the nurses going overseas. You know, because they said we need them for us. But they recently lifted the restriction. They're going to allow 5,000 to go overseas now. That's it. They're going to be a limit. And so I'm not maybe everybody's happy, but they don't know what they're getting into. If they go into USA, there's going to be some problems. But pray for the nurses. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you, man. Anything else? You got anything? Oh, we're going. I told y'all that for the month of November, we're going to let you know who was the highest giver. Yeah, give. You know, sharing is caring, and when you share, you care, you give, right? You love, right? You love Bobby and Lizzie. I know, man. Yeah, don't answer that question. Don't say it a lot. Answer yourself, okay? Be true to yourself. Be true to thine own self. We do. Lisa D and I can say honestly, from the bottom of my heart, we love you, man. And you say, what you mean, Bobby? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? Yeah, we love you, man. And I'm just not saying we love you, man. You don't say it. Nah, but we really love you, man. And love, when you love somebody, when you love somebody, yeah, you care, you share, you show, you give. We're giving up our time. We showing you our lives, man. We try to come to you as much as possible, show you what's going on with Bobby and Lisa. Because we care. Many of you want to be here and you can't. And the only way you can have some type of semblance of living a life in the United States is through us. I understand that because I did it before I came here. I looked at a lot of guys here and I thought that, oh, I want to get there, I want to get there. But that's all I could do. And that motivated me to get here. And so that's what we want to do. We come to you as transparent as we can to show you that, hey, Bobby did it and you could do it too. Okay? We're going to motivate you, man. I have a good life here. I'm be honest with you. You think I'm lying? I know you do, but yeah, I'm telling you, man, I have a good life here. And if you don't see through my videos, then you got some problem with your eyes. You need to do the eyes exam. But yeah, I have a good life. And I want to show you, man. The same thing I'm doing, you could do too. I'm not. You think I'm a rocket scientist, a genius? No, I'm just an average guy like you, man. Okay, I'm just an average guy. Most of y'all got PhDs. Y'all up there on me, man. I'm just like, oh, and if I could do it, you can do it. Okay, so that's what we do. We share our lives to show that you can do this too. And it's a lifestyle here. If you come prepared, if you come ready, and I look at my video, I'm gonna get you ready. Okay. Right. But I forgot what I was saying. I said that. We're gonna announce who the biggest giver is on tomorrow. But look, we're not gonna do it on the show. We're gonna do it in the community tab. Okay. When you go to the community tab, one of these days, maybe something in the next 24 hours, you'll see the list of people, and you'll see the number one honcho, the one that gave the most. Okay, and he gonna get something. He gonna be a prize. You know what it's gonna be? You'll find out on the community tab. You say, well, Bobby, why you gonna keep us in suspense? Why you gonna what? Because that's what I do. Nah, man, that's all about marketing, man. I'm just being honest with you and transparent with you. That's a marketing ploy. That's all it is. You want to keep people coming back to you. I mean, I'm not trying to be hold nothing back from you. That's just the way. If you think about what the stores would do, they do the same thing, keep you coming back, right? Yeah. But I'm not a steward or anything like that. But that's what I do to make sure that you stick with it. Some of you like, I ain't, but if you ever need to come back, you want to come back. Hey. But yeah, we'll have it on community tab. We'll list out who the top 5 were that gave the most. And if your name's not on that giving list, or not on that list of giving, get your name on the list, man. Okay? But yeah, we're gonna honor the one that gave the most. Will be should I tell them what we're gonna get? You see, wait. Okay, you'll find out what they're gonna get when you check out this community tab within the next 4 hours. 24 no, I didn't need 4 hours. Within the next 24 hours, we have a list of the people and we'll have the number 1 at the top. That one will be giving a reward or a prize or whatever you want to call it. Okay? Something we can give, But it's something that we can give you to show that we appreciate you, man. That's all it is. You said, Bobby, why you doing? Why you got to put everybody's name on there? Because we show we appreciate you giving. We love you. I just told you that. And we appreciate you. And the least we can do is say, this for you, man. You gave the most, man. Appreciate you, man. That's the least we can do. Right? Anyway, are you with me, JP? I'm just talking to myself. Y'all just talking about it now. Let's go. People get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. You just get on board or needed love. Who? Say it again. Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. Yeah, man. Y'all ready to ride this train, man? Are you ready for the love train, man? I'm ready, man. Y'all ready for the roll call? Are you ready for the roll call, man? You ready? Are you ready for the roll call? I'm ready, man. You want to find out who rolled up, tough enough, buffed up enough to be the first man in the who that is? Who that say they gonna beat them? So I need to know. I want to know. I got to know. Inquiring minds needs to know. Who that say they gonna beat that? Say who that honcho is? Who that honcho? It might be a honcho. You never know. It could be a honcho. Or it could be a honcho. Some of the honchos. Look here. I'm tired of all these honchos up here.
What's up?
Okay, I got a honcho right there.
I am the number 1.
We got a. Okay, she's the number 1 honcho. Honcho in the house. Honcho in the house. What's up, Angel? How you doing, my dear? You all right?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just take this brief opportunity and brief moment to introduce you to a very special young lady in my life, man. We've been married 5 years. We just celebrated our 5th year anniversary, man. And it's been the best. She's been the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, man. One of the best things that ever happened to me in my life, man. And I'm so thankful for Lisa D. I just don't know what to say. I'm finna cry right now, but I'm trying to hold back the tears. I'm trying to hold back. Leave me longer. Okay, you got any tissue? I need a tissue. Girl, I'm gonna cry. Every time I talk about my Lisa D, I just want to cry. I want to roll up in a big ball and cry. But yeah, man, she's special to me, and she has to be. Can you imagine being with somebody 7 days a week, 24 hours a day? Now she's crying now. And dealing with Bobby D, hey man,
sorry.
But dealing with Bobby D is, it's not easy. I can tell you, I'm a tough cookie. I'm a hard man. But you know what? She used to me now. She got used to me, and I got used to her. Cause you think she easy? Nah. Y'all don't know. I'm gonna tell you about it. You want to tell me some stuff about you?
Okay.
Nah, well, I'm not.
She don't have to tell something.
I got it. I don't want to embarrass Lisa D. But Lisa D is a very, very hard worker. And I'm gonna tell you this one thing. Lisa D is a clean person, and she always has to have her house clean. Anything on the floor, if it's this little tingy piece of paper, man, she'll walk in. What is this? I said, what is? I couldn't even see the paper, man, because I wear glasses. So what you talking about? I don't see nothing on it. She would pick it up. What is this? I said, Dad, get out of here. But that's the kind of thing. That's just one of the things I had to learn to deal with, man. I never had nobody come a little bit. I couldn't even see the paper. That's how and every day she got to use that vacuum.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, but you told me. Anyway, but yeah, that's I had to learn to get used to that.
Dang, ding, ding,
ding. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is my wife, Lisa D. Bernardo Tuba Queen Dix. She is I love you, I love you, I love you. That's what I want to say.
Thank you.
That's my song for today. But you know I gotta do an opening, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. To Queen, how you doing, my dear?
Yeah.
Good. You look good.
You're right.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, no, you. I don't know. I just talked to the people about the nurses, and I let them know what's happening with the nurses.
Yeah, it's so sad.
It is a very sad situation. A lot of them don't have no clue as to what they're getting into, and they go over there mentally unprepared, and it's a rude awakening when they get there. So if you guys know any Filipino nurses that's getting ready to go there, you need to get them to look at the video so that you know what you know what you're getting into. Right? Make sure they know. But what's happening? What you like? You had a good night last night.
Mhm.
What did you eat this morning? Tell people what you ate. What we ate. What did you have for breakfast?
Secret.
She didn't want to tell you. I can tell what I had. Can I tell what I had? I had me some rice, brown rice. No, eat the white rice, right? You know, that white rice is killing me. Don't leave that starch. Brown rice has fiber in it. Okay. So you can be eating as much you want with that. I had brown rice and some collard greens. She had, I don't know what she put in. Well, okay, I gotta tell you. Well, I had some collard greens and what else? We had some fruit. We always have one thing we do.
Good eggs.
Okay. We have
I
fruit.
have corned beef.
Okay, she had corned beef. I don't eat that meat. But she had corned beef, she had greens, and she had brown rice. Then we had some fruit. We always have fruit with every meal we eat. We have like apple, banana, grapes, or pears, something like that, or oranges, orange or tangerine. Every meal we eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, we always have fruit. Sometimes unless we run out. But it makes us have a good day, sets our bodies up for a good day. When you have a good meal in the morning, you give God, he's like, okay, I got my fuel for the day. Let's go. Okay. That's all I do. All right. Don't turn that light out. What's wrong with you? She messing with the light again. I don't know what it was on that light. She got to have something.
What?
Anyway, let's find out who let's find out who the number one honcho or honchead in the house. Let's drill down there. I got some. What's up, Freddie Mason? How you doing, brother? Got to say it, got to say it, got to say it. Freddie Mason, look here, Bobby. I'm gonna be number one, man. I like the taste of being number one. I'm a number one man in my mind, and I'm gonna show y'all more than I can tell y'all. He made it, man. Freddie Mason, good morning, Bobby. Hey, good morning to you, Freddie. Hey, you did the doggone thing right, tight, long, and strong. He did it right, tight, long, strong. Freddie Mason, ain't nobody gonna keep me from being number one. And that's what you gotta have, man. I keep telling y'all, man. You wanna move up in your life? You wanna be number one? You tired of being on the bottom? You tired of being the low man and on the totem pole in your job? Do it right, tight, long, and strong. Make up.
Drink some tuba.
No, don't go there drinking no tuba. They'll kick you out of there. If you want to get up early, though, go to your job. Drink you some tuba. It'll bust you. Yo, I gotta get up. But but my hey, let me tell you. If you want to be number one, I don't care what it is, what endeavor you're getting into. You have to think like a winner. Okay. You have to think like a winner. You have to think like a leader. And you have to think like, hey, I want to move up. You got to do stuff differently. You can't act like everybody else on your job. You want to move up. You want that supervisor spot. You want to make more money, right? You want that supervisor spot. Then you got to.
Money.
Okay. Okay. You want the manager spot, you got to think like a manager. The manager gonna come in early, he gonna have everything ready, get yourself prepared, and you're gonna do work better than the other people. You gotta be number one in every category. And then they start looking at you and say, "Ooh, okay, this guy right here, man, look at his numbers. Awesome numbers, man. How are you getting these numbers?" It's very simply, sir. I made up my mind, I want to be the best. And then I have to focus. No hocus pocus. I just focus. And that's what you got to do. When you want to be number one honcho on this train, you got to focus, man. Let's give him his props today. Number one. Man, I would tell you, man, one is a what? What is number one?
Lonely number.
It's a lonely number. One is a lonely number.
Lonely.
Where is not lonely?
Because he's a winner, so it's not lonely.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, whenever you become at the top, you by yourself, all by myself. I want to be all by myself. Lonely. It's lonely because you're all by yourself. Okay, this number one right here. Look at this. This number one, right? This is one. Anybody else around him? Where?
Below.
Yeah, they're below him. They're not with him. Then on this side, that would be two, right? That's number two. So you only got one, you by yourself. Number two is over here down at the bottom. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1,000 all under you. And you number one, you the top, baby. I will see you at the top, Freddie Mason. Perry Mason never lost a case. I'm gonna see you at the top, and I like to be on the top and the bottom because I like the top down view. Look at it. Everybody look at that and they say, "Hey, Perry Mason, when can you help me get up there sometime, sir?" Okay, I help you up, but I like to be in the top. Anyway, congrats to you, Freddie, man. You did it right, Ty Armstrong, and he was doing it. He been number one for a long time. He been number
the
one.
other day also.
Yeah, he was number one for a few times now. Frederick getting a taste of that thing. He's looking at, ain't nobody gonna stop me. I'm gonna do this thing right time long day. Congrats, man. Let's go. Ryan Train Body Lizzie One Nation. Who is that? Where the hell you get that? Where the go get that? Where the go get that? What's up? He said, yup. Okay, he already know. He already know what I gotta say. He said, yup. Let's see what's the time frame between the one and two? No, how many seconds?
I don't know. There's no seconds here. They have the same time, 9:54.
Okay, you guys came in at the exact same time. However, our system does not show the seconds, the milliseconds or the second. So that means that because Frederick Mason came in number one, you were milliseconds behind him, Wendell. And you've done this before. He was milliseconds behind somebody else too, and you came in again. Wendell, I'm trying to shape you and mold you, right? Where your mind can be number one. Number one, man. If you did it that much earlier today, you got to do it a little bit earlier next time. Okay? But you know what I tell you, man. I'm sorry, man, but I have to tell everybody number two spot. What I tell me?
Just don't want to. Just don't want.
She done forgot, y'all. She said, "Just don't want to. Just don't want to."
Just want to.
She done forgot, y'all. All right, I'm gonna tell you.
Just want to. Yeah, number two, just want to.
Okay, number, you heard what she said. I didn't say it this time. I let her say it. But number two, just won't do it. One nation, who we got? Who we got? Come on, Lindy. Wendell, come on, yeah. He got me. Yeah, man, he got you, man. Come on, man. Y'all need, hey, man, can y'all please, I'm gonna make this request. When you see Wendell, can you let him be number one sometime? I mean, he been number one for last week was number one thing. Can you let him slide again, please? Let him come up, man. You trying to be number one. Let him, please. Let's let him be. Let's go. Ryan Trey, Bobby, Lindy.
Frederick Mason.
What's up, Fred? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. He said, the love train is on the move, people. Yeah, man. Hey, we're moving and grooving. We're moving, we're grooving, and we're doing this thing right. Let's go. Ryan Trey, Bobby, Lindy. Window go, yeah, they got me again. They got me again. I'm number two, and I just can't do it. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Hey, Wendell, you got the right idea, man. The only thing you got to do is keep on trying and try a little harder, a little faster, and a little earlier, and you're going to make that, man. Because you got what it takes to be number one. You know what it takes to be number one, right? And any endeavor in your life, man, it takes persistence. And it takes consistency. You think Muhammad Ali became champion just like overnight? No, he started from a kid. In his mind, somebody planted the seed in the mind. You're number one. He said, "What? What you say, man? You're number one, son." You was 6-year-old. Pop said, "You're gonna be number one, boy." He said, "What you say, Daddy?" You're gonna be number one. That seed was in the mind. Every time he was training him bad, number one, boom, number one, boom, number one. It kept on, and then he just became number one. And you got to get that seed in your mind. I'm a number one person. I got to do it a little faster, longer, stronger, and I'm gonna be all right. Let's see. Look, Ryan Train, Bobby Lee. I on you. What's up, man?
What's up? I am you.
He said, on board. Hey, man, he made it, man. Good to see you on you. Hey, he's getting pretty consistent. One while he would just hit us every now and then, but look like he coming every day now, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Coming every day now. I don't use good about them sandwiches, man. Last week he made us a sandwich called Bobby and DC Love Train sandwich. If y'all guys never tried it, I want to suggest you go and try and talk to on you to get him to give you the recipe to get him and get you that Love Train sandwich. I'm gonna show you a picture of that. Can you get a picture of that Love Train sandwich, please? Man, I'm gonna show it to the people.
Can't do it.
We'll bring to you next show. I'm gonna show you the sandwich he made. It's called Love Train. Bobby D and Lisa D Love Train sandwich. It got some salmon. Yeah. It got some. It's got some salmon.
Crab.
It got crab. It got shrimp. It got lettuce, and it got some French fries and some mustard and some ketchup and some mayonnaise. And
You got
That's
some bread.
some bread. Well, you know, salmon come with bread anyway. Anyway,
But this part of the ingredient.
okay, but it's good, man. It looks delicious. I can't eat that stuff, but at least he's like, I want me some of that. It looks delicious. I want to show you that picture tomorrow. Don't let me forget these. I'm gonna show you the picture. He made a beautiful sandwich called a Bobby D and Liz D Love Train sandwich. I might do a story on the sandwich, and he gonna give me that degree. At least he gonna fix that sandwich, but I can't eat it though. She gonna leave out the crab and stuff, and we gonna do a video on the Love Train sandwich for today. Anybody got a sandwich you want to name after me? Just come on the show and show me the sandwich, okay? And then I'll do a video on the sandwich and what's the name of the sandwich you call it. And you're going to dedicate that to the Love Train. And I want everybody in the Love Train to get them that sandwich. And when we fix it, I want you to go home and say, look here, I need me a Bobby D, at least the Love Train sandwich. I'm going to give you all the ingredients and go out there and get that sandwich. And you have a good old time sitting down and eat that sandwich. All right. Let's go right there, everybody. Need one nation. Who we got? Sincerely. Woo! That little angel over there.
Oh,
Clearly, I didn't mean to hit her. I didn't mean to hit her. Nah, I did like, I was trying to put her on. And she,
my head. What's up, sincerely?
Sincerely, yeah, what's up, baby? This is good.
Just don't want to.
What's up, sincerely?
What?
I had to get them. That's called striking a pose, okay? Strike a pose. You know, Lisa D is she don't like to do nothing close stuff in the public because she's that shy girl. You know what I mean? But when you turn out the lights, whoo, light a candle, they go crazy.
Okay, sincerely saying peace and love. Listen to you.
Calm down, Lisa. The lights is on. You know what happened when the light? She said, you know what happened when the lights goes on, Bobby D. I said, what? She said, I will show you. Let's go. She said, peace and love. Hey, thanks so much. She said, right to everybody. Anything one night. What we got? Freddie Mason. He said, we in here together, sir. Come on, get that, man. That's it, man. We each one teach one, each one reach one. It's gonna be all right, man. Don't worry about it. Let not your heart be troubled, my people. It's gonna be all right, because each one reach one and each one teach one, and we help the next man up. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby D, Lizzie, One Nation. Who we got? Freddie Mason. He said, angel in the house, angel in the house, angel in the house. Woo. He said, sincerely, hello, my dear. How are you? Ryan Train, Bobby. I'm getting my voice mixed up. Let's go, Lee DV. Like I got my terrible living in the house. Rain Man in the house, Rain Man in the house, Rain Man in the house. Woo! What's up, Rain Man? He's a tuba for Queen Angel. Two. You got one tuba for it. Lady. She asked me, Bobby, can you give us a tuba? I said, ain't got no tuba. And he showed up right on time, man. He got the tuba on that fire loaded. Lady, loaded. I don't know. Let's go. We got to give Terry Fleming a dance. Let's go, Lizzie. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. So what you trying to do? Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin. Thank you.
Thanks about Terry Fleming. Much love to you, my brother. And more blessings to you as well.
And Jerome's dancing like he's drinking too.
He says Jerome would dance like he was drinking too, but like he was drunk. Hey, you never did the penguin? He was doing the penguin, man. Y'all remember them dance back in the day, man? I used to do. Hey, my best dance was the penguin, electric slide, and the Bertha Buck. You remember the Bertha Buck? The bump. Do the bump. Do the bump. Remember that big Bertha bump? Remember that? I remember that, man. Hey, that was I used to like that one because I used to bump with a girl. You get the call it, man. Hey, Ryan Train, thanks so much, Terry. Hey, appreciate the donation to the nation. More blessings, my love to you, my brother from another. Let's go. Ron Train Bobby Lizzie. Wendell Coyete, Wendell Coyete, Wendell Coyete. He said, we in the house, but number 2 just won.
That's it.
Number 2 just won't do, man. It's okay, man. As long as you try, man, you all right with me. Okay. Hey, I don't like nobody don't try. Hey, you make keep your body. I can't never. I say, have you tried? No, get out of here. If you try, then I'm gonna help you. But you don't try, I ain't gonna help you because you ain't trying. I'm gonna use you. You told me that you can try, man. I'm gonna let you, man. I'm your biggest fan. I'm the biggest support. I'm gonna help you get where you want to be. When you say, I'm saying, have you ever tried it? Man? No. Okay. Come back to me when you try, and then I got some help for you. Okay? Don't give me that. I ain't never tried. So let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie. What nice? My man. He said, hello, Bobby Lizzie. One more, two. One more, got in the house. Woo. Got in the house. Woo. One more, got in. You don't know what we call gunny, right? But he like to get on the guns. Nah, he was in the military. He was a sergeant, and he was a specialist with the guns. And they call him Gunny. That's funny. Because he know how to, hey, Murphy, anything you want to know about a weapon, man, Murphy, he know he greasy, he know how to break it down, he know how to put it back together, and he know how to take somebody out with it. There you go. Roger, everybody needs to one dice. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, hello, angels. Sincerely, how are you doing, my dear? Oh, yeah, man. Roger, everybody needs to one nation on that. Sincerely, he said, Chichapaya. Two, blue red gentlemen and angels. All my boo in the house said, hoorah. All my ladies in the house said, hooray. Yeah.
Please hit the like button, please. Chichapaya.
Everybody hit the like button one time. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Chichapaya. 1, 2, 3. Chichapaya. 1, 2, 3.
Chaya.
Let's go. Let's do that. Now. Hey,
He said chaya.
everybody hit that like button. Let's get them lights up now. No, we gotta have lights up in this place. All right, let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie, one nation. Who we got? Murphy Hayes in the house. He said, hello, my Lord Train peeps. How y'all doing, man? It's always good to see my family up in here, man. My Lord Train, YouTube family. It's so good to see y'all, man. Hope everybody having a nice holiday season and everybody staying safe. You keep your mask on and keep your face shield on and get you some gloves and know I got here at the food. Okay, let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie. Wendell Coyete. What's up, Wendell? He said, good morning, Bobby Lizzie. And all the blue edges in the house said, hoorah. All the blue edges in the house said, hooray. All my ladies in the house said, hooray. All these in the house said, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Woo, Lord. Let's go. Ride that train. What was that? Ride train, Bobby Lizzie. Brett man said, what it do, Terry Fleming? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Always good to see you, man. Hey, that's what we do, man. On this train, we meet, we greet, and we shout out to people that we care about. And we are all like this. We're one big family on the train, man. It's like a community. That's why I developed and I started using the community tab, because this is a family. This is a community of people that have like minds and people that think alike. We're not the same, but we'd be a robot. We'd be duplicates. But we have a similar attitude about life. We have a similar way to deal with things, and we need help. We need support, and we reach out and we teach out. We help each other and we support each other in brotherly love. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's go. Brian Train Body, Murphy Head. Is it Blue Ranchers and Angels? Hello, all my blue in the house said, hoorah. All my angels in the house said, hooray. Let's go, Brian Train. Let's go, Lizzie. She's sitting up there watching me. You better start working, girl. What's wrong with you? Let's go.
What's happening, Sir Hayes?
What's up, Murphy? What's up? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Terry Fleming. He said, hello, Biden Richards. He called him Biden Richards. Joe Biden Richards. All my Joe Biden Richards in the house said, hoorah. Let's go. He said, hello, Biden Richards. And the rest of the train rider, too. Hey, man, I'm a Joe Biden. Look here, man. Let me tell you something about Joe Biden. Kamala Harris. That's her name. Kamala Harris. That's how it's pronounced. They have a problem with people pronouncing it, but it's pronounced Kamala. You know, like the word Kamala? No, it's Kamala, Lisa. Kamala. You just remember.
Kamala.
I'm going to tell you one more time. Just remember the word Kamala. Say Kamala.
Kamala.
No, I just. Okay, say Kamala.
Comma.
Okay.
La.
Okay, now she acting the fool. Look at here, Lacey. One more time. Say comma. Get your hand off. Say comma.
Comma.
I can't get no way with that. Let's go. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you something about Kamala Harris and Biden. They are very hardworking people. I'll be honest with you, man. They were not my choice. Neither one of those people for the nomination for the Democratic presidency or vice president. They were not my choices initially, and I was sort of saddened actually when I saw Joe Biden get nominated. But you know, I had to get over that, and I had to embrace the nominee, the party's nomination, the nominee, and it was Joe Biden and Kamala. So
Come on.
I want everybody over you because I know a lot of you just like me. Biden, man, he did this, he did that, and Kamala, she did this and she did that to the black folk, and man, so what? It's over, man. Whatever they did, you know, it's the past. It's gone, man. We got to give them support for today. We are here today. They're here today, and tomorrow is not come yet. So we have to support them right here and right now for the good things that they're doing. If they do something bad, I don't expect you to support them because I'm not going to support. Like, if I have a president or vice president do something bad, you think I'm going to say, oh, yeah, I love them. They doing bad and I love them. I'm not going to have that Trump mentality, support people when they doing bad. If they doing bad, I'm just look at, man, you know, I voted for you, but you're doing bad and you straighten this up. You know, that's what I'm going to tell them. And if they do, next time voting time comes, they don't get it. So let's hold them, let's hold people that is in high office accountable for their actions. And let's bring help people that tell the truth to people in power. That's what we do. You know, if we voted for him, I gave you my vote, and you acting a fool with me. Next time, just like I did with Trump. Well, I didn't give him my vote first time, but he acted a fool, and he took my Monte. You remember that, y'all? Took my Monte. Who? Ain't right. And I got him back.
Go.
She trying to rush me. She don't like me to talk to y'all like I need to sometimes. Sometimes I got to slow the thing down and tell them like it is. Let's go round train about needs one nation. Brady Mason here. Let's go round train about needs.
Marquez. He said the nurse are leaving Philippines is because there's no future. Right.
You're exactly correct. That's part of the reason why they look at nursing here is limited as far as the income. Although I have to add that they recently increased the pay for the nurses here. The nurses here are now getting hazard pay, and so that's another incentive for people to stay here and do. They're trying to give people, the Filipinos, a way and a reason to stay in country versus going out of the country and practice their nursing. So they recently and gave the nurses a hazard pay and increased their pay. So that's a good thing. But you're right. They don't see, they see themselves practicing. They can practice nursing here, but the money is not what they,
salary.
Yeah, salary is not what they like. And so that's why many of them go to the USA. But again, as I mentioned throughout the entire presentation, they don't know the full extent of what they're getting into. And you guys will say, well, Bobby, you know, yeah, they know they want money, so they do anything for the now. You don't, if you're a human being like me, and I know most of you are, you don't do anything for money. Okay? I don't. You think I do anything? Nah, I don't. Some people do, but they crazy. You know, that's why they ain't got nothing now, because they do anything for money. I don't do anything for money. And if you do anything for money, you got a problem too. Let's go. Right, Jerry, Bobby, lazy one. Terry Fleming, what's up, Terry? He said, living my best life. So, hey, you hear what he said, man? Living my best life. Not my rest life. My best life. And that's what every one of us should be doing right now. Living in the moment of what? Now. Right now is all we got. Tomorrow is not promised to you. He said, well, Bobby, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. Tomorrow might not even get here. Do it now. Whatever you can do now, do it, man. Don't put it off. You want to be, you said, all your life you want to be a singer. All your life you want to be a writer, a dancer, a doctor. Do it now. Start now. Okay. Well, you Bobby did talk too old for that. I did too old. You ain't never too old, man. Ain't never, you know what? Colonel Sanders started KFC. What age he was?
Age is just a number.
Ain't no, but Colonel Sanders was 64 years old, man. He started KFC, one of the largest corporations in the world, restaurants in the world. KFC, 64 years old. Don't talk about that. I'm too old, man. You're old as you want to be. You think you got to have, it ain't about your physical age, it's about your mental age and your aspirations in the mind. No limits. I'm a no limit soldier. What about you? Come on, let's go. Round table, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Freddie Mason. He said, how are you dudes? How are you, sir? You all right, man? Good to see you. I want that sample. Murphy Hazel. Okay, Sir Mason. Everything wall to wall and the top tall. What about you? Tree top tall. Hey, man.
What about you?
That means everything is everything with him, man. Ain't nothing, everything going good. Let's go. Round train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. I like, woo.
I on you, he said, doing good, Mr. Mason. Just waiting on Philippines to open up.
Hopefully next year. That's what I'm looking at right now. I haven't seen anything other than that. Everything's looking towards next year, around the middle half of next year, maybe June, July, third or fourth quarter of next year is what people are saying that it'll be open up for the tourists. But you know what they're doing, guys? They're opening up everything little by little by little. You see, I did just open it up for the nurses to send or nurses back and forth. Prior to that, they opened it up for the buying families in the Philippines to come back and forth. I gave you a video on that. They little by little, that's how they're doing it. And so they're going to get to the tourism, international tourism, maybe next year. But I hope, you know, the way they're doing it pretty swiftly. So it may be earlier than that. We'll have to wait and see. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation.
Terry Fleming.
What's up, Terry? He said, like a, tap that back. Like a, tap that back. 1, 2, 3, chichapaya. Hit that like button, y'all. 1, 2, 3, chichapaya. Let's go.
Frederick Mason.
Thumbs up, Terry. Thumbs up. Let's go. Thumbs up. Let's go.
Terry Fleming.
Remember, hey, he's a Terry Fleming. Enjoy the rain, sir. Don't man with the rain man, man. Terry Fleming know how to make a rain. Hey, anybody want to make a rain? You have be my guest. And then when you make a rain, at least you gonna do a rain dance. You gonna do a rain dance? He gonna make a rain dance too. Let's go. Ryan James Bobby Lizzie One Day, Freddie Mason. See everything and everything. Say, hey man, I'm hanging in there, man. I'm doing good, man. Ryan James Bobby Lizzie One Nation.
Terry Fleming spell check, but Biden wrenches instead of blue wrenches.
Hey,
name it.
Biden wrench, hey, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Biden's gonna need a lot of wrenches, man. When he gets in office on the 20th of January, he's gonna hit the floor running, man. And you know, it's got a lot of issues he's got. And the number one priority is what? What's the number one priority? COVID-19. And that means he's got to get people behind him to push that everything could be right. And the biggest thing he's going to have to do right is to get the vaccines once they've been approved, to disseminate them, to get them, push them out to everybody. What I think, this is my opinion, as far as the vaccine is concerned, I think they should push it to the healthcare workers first. Number one. Why, Bobby? Why healthcare? Why you want to do the healthcare first, Bobby? Because they the one take care of the sick people. And they're the one that's most vulnerable because they're around the ill people. They're around COVID every day. I told you, some of them work 2 shifts a day, 6, 7 days a week. They need it first. And then she hit the most susceptible groups. The nurses, Filipinos, the blacks, the Latinos. You know, those are the most susceptible groups. And then within the most susceptible groups, you should hit the elderly, the COVID, the ones that have underlying conditions. Those are the ones that should be getting it first. After that, after you've gotten those people vaccinated, then the other general population will come after that. That's my opinion. We'll see how it works out. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie. Murphy, hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, Freddie Mason, congratulations, sir. You did it right, tight, long, and straight. Hey, man.
There's a bottle of Dubai in there.
You got a bottle too? Where is it?
Right here.
Okay. He gave you bottle two, Freddie. I said, thank you for the time. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation.
Terry Fleming, it's a lovely feeling to roll your fingers into the green rain, Sir Murphy.
Hey, man. Nothing wrong with that, man. You know what, man? Giving is a blessing to give, man. I'm serious. Because it's not necessary for the person you're doing it to. It's for you. And that rhyme. I'm serious. When you give, you think, I'm gonna give it to you. But it's not about giving it to someone else. It's about your action of giving. Because when you give, it creates a demeanor, it creates an attitude, an atmosphere, and it brings out love in you. Think I'm playing with you? Try giving and see. You know, once you give, you got to give again. That's the way it is. It's addictive. Yeah.
Get more.
Yeah, the more you give and the more you receive. Let's go. Round train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Freddie Mason. What's up, Freddie?
You straight. Terry Fleming, I ain't riding with Colt 45. That's for sure, my brother.
Hey man, I wouldn't want to even be the shotgun for 445. I want to be a shotgun rider. Now, cause see, everybody gonna be aiming for him, then they get you too. Now, oh man, I want to be. You know, the problem. I don't know if it's the problem, but I'm looking at this guy, man. He ran for the president, tried to be reelected, didn't make it, and he's making up stuff. You know, it's about where they try to steal it from there. And what's even worse than that itself is that he has thousands of people that believe his lie. People believe in him when he said they stole the election. And all of these, how could it be? He has like over 34 court cases that were thrown out, alleging that the election was stolen, it was fraud, it was rigged. The judge said, look here, where's the evidence? He has none. And the reason why there's no evidence, it never happened. You know, the United States is one of the countries in the world that has always had the most fairest elections ever. And for someone, a sitting president, to damage that reputation of America is unheard of. And it's a blatant lie, and it's wrong. Let's go. Round train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation.
My face. Send some of that rain my way.
Hey, make it rain all over California, Louisiana, the Philippines, everywhere, man. Let's go. Remember, hey, he said,
Pop, pop.
Pop, what's up? He said, pop, love train. Hey, what's up, pop? How you doing, brother? Good to see Robert Bird. Pop, in the house. Pop, in the house. Pop, in the house. Woo, let's go.
Popcorn in the house.
Popcorn. Jerry Fleming. He said, put down that tip, Queen Angel, and join us. You got this. She was over there drinking that tube. I told her she drank it early in the morning. So Lisa, it's too early for that tube. Can you put it down, please? She wouldn't do it.
That's my energizer. I need to charge.
He said, yeah, I charge over there too. All right, let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie, Freddie Mason. He said, what it is, Robert Mark? How you doing, Pop? You all right, man? Good to see you. Robert Mark, Pop. He said, Freddie Mason, ain't nothing, just chilling for the day, man. Relaxing, man. What is it, Monday night?
Sunday night.
It's Sunday night over there, man. Chilling, man.
It's December over here, guys.
It's December 1 here now. It's November 30th there, but it's December 1 here. And so we're in the month of December. I got sunshine on a cloudy day.
Nice.
It's cold outside.
It's cold.
When it's cold outside, I'm in the month of May. Oh, I guess you said what? What can make me feel this way? My girl, talking about my girl. Let's go. Let's ride train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Remember, hey, he's Bobby Blue Rangers for Biden. Yeah, all my Blue Rangers for Biden say, hoorah. All my Blue Rangers for Biden say, hoorah. All my Blue Rangers for Kamala Harris say, hoorah. And Lisa D, open your mouth. Roger, Bobby, Lizzie, One Day. Remember, hey, he said, what a Rob, my pop. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I like to see a pop. Jerry Fleming, what's up? He said, Sir Murphy, you don't want that secondhand money. I have been rolling around in the what? In do the five. Okay, yeah, man. Terry Fleming got money all over me. You go to his house, man, money here, money there. Nah, you don't keep that money in his house, man. You keep it in the bank. That's the safest place. Bank. United States guaranteed to keep your money safe and free from the mold and the mildew that will build up in your house. Roger, Bobby Lizzie.
Pop, thank you so much.
Pop in the house, pop. Robert Myers with a donation to the nation. Oh yeah, he in the orange, y'all. Happy holidays on my Robert. They appreciate it, man. Happy holiday. Thank you. Same to you, man. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. And the Christmas coming up, man. Stay safe. Whatever you do, man. I mean, stay safe. Okay. Wear your mask and wash your hands. Try to keep your distance. Stay safe. Thank you so much for the donation. We got to do damn right, Myra. Pop in the
The hardest working man in the business. I feel good.
Thank you so much, Robert. Pop in the house. And Big Mama dropping it like it's hot, baby. She's a hookah-cha-cha.
More blessings to you. And
More blessings to you. Much love to my brother from another mother. Thank you so much. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, see one night. Who we got? Pop. He said, brother, hey, not much, my brother. How are you, man? You all right, man? Good to see you. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, see one nation under a group. One love. Jerry Fleming. He said, you know.
Frederick Mason.
I'm sorry. Frederick Mason, Jerry Fleming. You know, she got to get primed up for the love train. The tuba got to flow freely, or Lisa D just can't do nothing. You right about that. When she ain't got no tuba, man, you get nothing out of Lisa D. Good morning. She used to come in and say, good morning, Lisa D. She look at you like you crazy. I said, she said, where's my tuba? That's all you I said, I hear the tuba. She said, get my tuba. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby Dizzy.
Jerry Fleming.
Is it?
Wow.
Bam, Sir March. Bam. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Dizzy.
Marface, thanks. Okay, I got alcohol and sanitizer and gloves, Jerry.
That's all you need to go someplace, man. You need alcohol, you need a sanitizer, you need gloves.
And a helmet.
What you need helmet for?
To protect your head.
I got to let that one sink in for me. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Dizzy, one nation. Robert Marr, pop. He's a Jerry Fleming. Tis the season.
It's the season.
Tis the season
for
tis the season for the reason. And it's not, tis the season for the reason, and it's not for treason. Car and that rhyme. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby Dizzy, one nation. Baby, hey, he said, I'm high on life, Sir Robert. Hey, that's it, man. Get high on life. When you're high on life, you're going to live a long time, because life keeps giving you hope. It keeps giving you positivity, and it keeps building yourself up for future goodness to come. The more high on life you are, the more powerful your life will be. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzy, one nation.
Sincerely, what's up, Angel? Be a good human. Get motivated on this as OFW. Hi, Frederick Mason, Terry Fleming, Robert Morris, and Murphy Hayes, my dear.
My dear Murphy Hayes. Sincerely, I'm an OFW, y'all. For those of you that are new and don't know, she's an OFW. She works in Saudi Arabia. She has a small little boy. His name is, what's his name?
Boss, a little boss.
Okay, his name is Little Boss. They call him Little Boy. And she has a good life. She's very happy on her job. She has a family she takes care of, and she sends money back home. And it's nice, man. It's good to be an OFW if you have a good employer. Okay, a lot of them don't have good employers, so they're like, I don't want to get out from this man so bad. But she's blessed to have a good employer. They treat her well, and it's good to see people that OFWs that are doing well in life. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzy. KC, what's up, man? How you doing, KC? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. KC and the Sunshine Band. What? Remember that song? I forgot. What the name of the song? Sunshine Band, Lizzy. Anyway, KC, he said, looks like her eyes are exposed. Unbelievable. Her eyes exposed.
Nurse?
Well, whose eyes are exposed? Unbelievable. I don't know. It may be. I don't know. Oh, you talking about the nurse? Nurse? Yeah, man. Okay, you talking about the nurse? Yeah, I told you, look at her eyes. You can see everything from her. Yeah, you can see it, man. You can see when somebody's. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I'm gonna tell the story. I have a cousin. His name is Ronnie. He lives in North Carolina. And Ronnie, when he graduated high school, well, he never graduated high school. He left school and he had to get a job like that. He couldn't find out. Then he found a job. Guess what job it was? he found a job in a mortician at the mortuary, and he was doing prepping the deceased folks for their funeral, to be seen. And one day, I knew Ronnie. We close, right? He's a few years older than me. We close, right? My cousin. One day I saw Ronnie. I said, Ronnie, how you doing, man? And he looked bad. I said, you okay, man? But he sounded like him, but his whole countenance, his face, his attitude. I said, man, you okay? Look like we're about to drop. And he told me what he was doing. He said, I got a job, man, and I have to do it, but it's the money, man. I'm doing the money. I need money. I said, okay, man. I said, I just look so different, man. So yeah, that's he said. Then when you look at people like that, it'll do something to you. And I've always had that picture of him in my mind. And so when you see people, that's why I tell you can see people, the things they've seen, you can see it in their eyes. You can see it on their face. The things that people have gone through in life, they have the battles and the scars have a tendency to come to the front. They can hold it back, try to hold it back. All the tears and all the pain, they can hold it back, but it has a tendency to seep through the facade of their face and come out, and you see it, man. And if you like me, I'm a perceptive person. I can see things that other people can't see, and that's why I saw him how he had changed, and I stopped him. I said, man, you okay? That's what I'm telling you, man. You can see things people like Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation, Robert Bird, pop. He said, brother, hey, that's the best way to be, man. Right, high on life. Hey, that's the best way. You don't get high on nothing else but life in the Lord. That's one. And some cup of coffee. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee,
Terry Fleming. Virtual hugs Murphy. We need an intervention. We need to send her a fifth of Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels. And she said, I don't want no Jack Daniels. Give us some too. She don't even know what Jack Daniels. See that? Jack Daniels. Alcohol. Let's go, Ryan.
Okay, I want some too well.
Ryan Train, Bobby. Robert Meyer, pop. He says, sincerely him. You know my motto. You know what my motto is, sincerely him. I know you know, and I ain't gonna tell y'all because she know.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Brother, hey, he said, sorry for the late greeting, my dear. How are you? Sincerely, my dear. He said, I'm sorry to greet you late, my dear, but you know, I need to know how you doing. Yeah, all right, my dear. Hey, Terry, let me get that little Teddy Pendergrass boy. You said, turn him off. Turn on the lights. Let's go. Ryan J. Bobby, Brother Mason. He said, KC, how are you doing? KC in the sunshine. I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it.
Let's go.
Well, that's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it. Like that, like it.
Yeah.
She like it.
I love
it. That's the way she like it too.
I love it.
I like it. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, one flavor. Rain, man, made it rain. He got an orange today. He got in the orange. He made it rain in orange. He had the blue. Now I got the orange. He had the green. I got the orange. Thank you so much, Rain, man. Now, at least you got to do that.
Season greetings. No, Big Mama will do it.
He said, Big Mama gonna do the dance. She don't want to do the dance. I said, can you at least do a dance for the man? Come on now. You don't want to do the dance? You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Big Mama do the dance for the man. Thank you so much, Terry Fleming. Make it rain up in the house. Let's go. Do a dance for Terry Fleming. Who you got?
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the inimitable George Jefferson live.
you so,
Thank you,
Terry
Sir
Fleming.
Terry.
Double thank you to you, man. You made it rain twice on that shirt that day. I said,
More blessings to you and much love.
More love to you, my brother. More blessings to you to come. Hey, I'm telling you, man, the more you give, the more you receive. That is a principle in life. Now, if you don't believe me, try to see. You see, you so stingy, you want to give it pain. But that's why you ain't got nothing right now, because you don't give. You think you giving up something when you give? No. When you give, you're opening an opportunity. You're opening an avenue for you to do what? Receive. Okay? That's the way life is. And then when you learn that principle, your life will be better off forward. Let's go. Brown Train, Bobby, let's see One Nation. Murphy, hey, what's up, Murphy?
What's up, Gunny?
As an antidote for that too, but sir, Terry, I'm with you. He said you got the antidote for antidote for that too. Brown Train, Bobby, let's see Terry, let me just Murphy, you too much. Brown Train, Bobby, let's see One Nation. Murphy.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the intervention.
And Murphy, hey, got the arm today. Doing it right, doing it tight, long and long and strong. He said, for intervention for the queen. we can hire a team now. We can hire an intervention team to try to get her from taking that tube every day. Thank you so much, Murphy. Hey, appreciate it. We got to do a dance for Murphy in the house today. Let's go, at least do who you got. Who you got? Who's on duty today?
The hardest working man in the business. I feel good.
Thank you so much, Murphy. Appreciate that, Gunner.
More blessings to you and much love.
More blessings, much love. And y'all caught Lisa D gonna keep on the drop. Right, about Lisa One Nation. Who we got? Look who we got. Terry. He said, bam. Murphy. Hey, Murphy ain't playing today, man. Murphy said, I'm gonna make it rain too. You think Terry Fred the only one can make it rain up in here? I'm gonna show you. Right, about Lisa. John Thomas. Big John in the house, Big John in the house. Woo, what's up, JT? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. He said, good morning, Bobby. Hey, good morning to you, John. Always good to see you, man. Good evening there to you. You guys, John's in New York City, and it's Eastern time. It's about 11:32 Eastern time.
No, they're 10.
I'm sorry. That's right. I forgot. I keep forgetting that hour difference. They're 10:32 p.m. in the Eastern time there. And Sunday night, everybody's getting right tight long for tomorrow morning. You know, you got to go to work, man. You got to get that little rest in and get up and go to work. But John is a good point. He ain't got to get up and go nowhere. When he get up, he's right at work. He's already there. And then he can work in there, but John, because ain't nobody but him, right? Let's go. Right here, Bobby Lisa. Terry Fleming. He said, hello, sir, John. How you doing, brother, man? Good to see you, brother, man. Right here, Bobby Lisa. Joshua Moore. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Always good to see you, Joshua. You all right, man? Good to see you. He said, what up, Bobby DG? All aboard. 2-2, let's ride this train, baby. Let's go. But we can't ride no more. It ain't right. Ride train, Bobby DG, One Nation under. Woo. Sincerely him. He said, welcome, December. Merry Christmas to all. Thank you so much, December. This will be a December to remember, okay? Because this is the first December we've ever had with what? COVID, man. We will remember this December. And one of the things you will remember, especially the people in the Philippines.
I forgot it.
You forget it?
I'm forgotten.
Unforgotten. Okay. But one of the things you will remember, especially if you're here in the Philippines, is that this December, they're telling people there will be no Christmas. No Christmas, no. Yeah, that's what he's telling them, man. The government's saying, and I'm just paraphrasing, but the government is saying they don't want people gathering. You know, in the Philippines, Christmas is huge, man. I'm serious. It's very, very huge, man. Huge. And so the government's saying we don't want any gatherings over 3 to 5 people. And if you're 3 to 5 or more than that, you might just get locked up. I'm telling you that. So people are now like, they pissed off. Because, Filipinos like to party.
and especially around Christmas and New Year. They don't do Thanksgiving that much. They don't do Thanksgiving that much. But Christmas is the biggest. And Christmas is New Year's, Christmas, and the other one is Halloween. That's a big one. It was the one more.
New Year.
Well, those are
Valentine's.
Oh yeah, Valentine's not a holiday most of the world, but it's a holiday. They take
It's
it.
not holiday.
I mean, but they act like it's a holiday. Anyway, but yeah, Christmas is huge out here, man. So the government's saying because when more than 10 people get together, that could possibly do what? Spread the virus. So they're trying to curtail it, especially in the Manila area, okay? Because that's where it's the worst at the most. Manila has the most stricted quarantine restriction there is. And some of them want to lift it, but the Turkish no. That's y'all. This the worst area there is. I'm gonna keep it on. But yeah, this will be a December to do what? Remember, because this is going to be one of the first Decembers that you won't see a whole lot of people partying and that's, you just won't see. Because Lisa D and I go and shopping recently. Like we went to Pacific Mall. You remember? Did y'all see who was in Pacific Mall? Nobody. Just a few people here and there. I mean, we enjoyed it because we got in and out like that, and we like that. That's the first time we've ever had a crazy sale and get out in less than 30 minutes. I was like, what? So that shows you this is a what? December to remember. Ride train Bobby Lizzie One Nation. Who we got? KC. He said, hey, Frederick, what's happening, man? Yeah, I man. Gonna say. See ya. Ride train Bobby Lizzie One Nation on that. Who we got? Perfect. Hey. You said,
thanks, sincerely, and may God bless you and have a very joyous Christmas.
Thank you so much. Hey, see, you talk. That's beautiful. When you wish people a beautiful Christmas, you're giving them good words and you're spreading positivity on their life. Yep. And why should you? A lot of people say you have an effing Christmas, you have an MF Christmas. How are you? And then you got every word they say with a curse word. You ain't got be positive and be polite, man. You know, say the curse word for the people that need to try to get rid of curse. Hey man, you know me, man. I used to be the king of the curse word. What you say, man? When I was a younger man, you said something, and my mama never cursed in front of me. I got that from the street, man. I learned some bad stuff, and I had to get rid of that stuff because my mom, man, I disrespect my parents when I do that kind of stuff, so I try to limit it. But every now and then I slip, man. So you know how it is. Let's go. Round trip, Bobby D, lead One Nation. Joshua, boy, what's up, Joshua? He said, Bobby D, I just got me a turkey fryer today. Okay, good, man. You gonna have some fried turkey, man? Ooh, I wish I was there. Well, I can't eat meat right now. But Bobby D, me, you be like this.
Next year.
I be on deal. He said, it's going down for Christmas, Bobby D. I'm gonna be eating fried turkey. Hey man, the fried turkey is good, man. Y'all ever had some fried turkey?
You mean you have an air fryer?
No, he got one of deep fries, a turkey fryer. The big old metal thing, and you put a bunch of oil in it, and drop that turkey in there. And turkey's huge. I don't think she ever seen a real turkey. But turkey,
yeah, I saw it.
It's big, and you put it in a big fryer, and it drop. You have to. I don't know how long it takes, but it's good.
I don't like turkey because the alive one, they will run for you.
Nah, he talking about live one. He talking about the way gonna be dead when he. Anyway, fried turkey is good, man. I think it was churches. Popeyes or churches used to sell fried turkey. They sell it by the parts. You get your leg, the breast, stuff like that. I don't know if they're still doing it, man, but I had one, man, and it's good, man. If you cook it right. But you gotta be careful with it, John, because if you don't cook it right, man, but I know you know what you're doing. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation, Terry Fleming. He said they use Filipino nurses like they are expendable. This is the American. Yeah, it's very sad, Terry. They're like they're a piece of trash. Take it out. Give me another one. Take it out. Give me another one. It's like a nothing to them, man. And that's wrong. These people are just like you and me. They have lives. They're human beings. They have feelings. They have families. They have emotions. And you should consider that, man. They're just not a piece of trash that you can take in and out like that. And that's what they're using them. Because there's a shortage of nurses in the United States of a doggone America. Not only is there a shortage of nurses, but there's a shortage of doctors and physicians. So I'm assuming, and this might be my next door. I'm gonna look up some information on the doctors too. Just because I talked to you about nurses today, does that mean that doctors are excluded? Good question. Let's go. Ryan Train Bobby Lizzie, Robert Morris. He said,
Papa.
Joshua Moore, you'll never eat turkey any other way. Yeah, because that fried turkey is good, man. I done had me some. It's good stuff, man. I don't know what they do. I don't know if it's because it's fried or, but the meat is more tender and it's more tasty. I
Then
guess.
chicken? Then chicken?
Oh, it's similar to chicken. Turkey meat is very similar to chicken, but I think it's a little bit softer texture. You know, it's a more stringier type meat. I don't know if I'm describing it right, but she never had fried turkey, so I'm trying to help her out. Ron Train, Bobby Lacey, Frederick Mason.
Hello, Jen Thomas. How are you, sir?
What's up, JT? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Ron Train, Lamont, Taylor made in the house, Taylor made in the house, Taylor made in the house. What's up? He said Philippine people is getting used for the government can get the vaccine. Yeah, man. They're getting used. They're using them. A lot of the countries are using them as guinea pigs because they're trying to see if their vaccine will work. Like that Sputnik from Russia, they said that's one of the worst vaccines ever. And Philippines gonna be doing that test. There's another one from Japan. Not Japan, China. They're gonna be doing that test. They're doing a test from Japan, but it's not a vaccine. It's a therapeutic called Abagon. And I'm gonna bring you something on. I'm gonna bring you something on the vaccines very soon, maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna show you all the vaccines we have currently and what the potential for each one is, and so that you can get in your mind, get in your understanding and knowledge of which one may be right for you, because there's gonna be a ton of them out there, guys. A ton of them. This is just the ones that are being thought about right now. Those are just the tip of the iceberg. And so I want to bring to you a list of what's out there right now, so you can begin to make your decisions. I want you to make an intelligent decision. And how do you make an intelligent decision, Marty? You have to have the knowledge in front of you, read, and all your knowledge presented to you. You can know, okay, choice A, choice B, choice C. I know this one, I know that, and then you make the right one for you. Now, the one that you want the ones I don't want the ones that have to have this cold temperature, because it won't work for me. I want something with normal temperature. We put in the fridge. Okay. What was that? And with heard some kind of tone, one of the computers. But I want something with a normal temperature. We don't have to have that 272 degrees. No, it's gonna be hard to get out here in the Philippines like that. And I want something with a reasonable price tag. Okay. So what AstraZeneca is the one that the Philippines are looking at right now. They have just put in an order for like 1 million doses or something like that. But the Philippine government didn't buy it. The business community got together and said, we're going to help the government out because the government had the money. Yeah. So they bought pre-ordered 100 doses of it, 100 million doses of it. And that's going to help them out, because the AstraZeneca vaccine is the price tag on that's like $5 a shot. Okay. I think you have two of them, but it's $5 a shot. And the other ones that I've heard of so far, and I'll bring this when I bring the report, I'll show you about the Pfizer and Moderna. I think one was 25, the other one's 35 a shot. So there's going to be a ton of vaccines, guys, flooding the market. And I want you to be aware of how much it is, what's the best for you, and make the most intelligent choice for you. Okay, let's go. Ron Chain, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. KC, what's up, man? He said, sound like they fodder for the earth, for the health system. Yes, they're fodder for the health system. You know how Americans do it, kind of like they put the bros up front in and they put the bros up front in and you remember Tuskegee, right? The Tuskegee experiment, how they experiment on blacks. Remember that? You remember that? Y'all better read. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Yeah, you better ask somebody. They did experimenting on brothers back in the day in Tuskegee, and they gave us all kind of crazy diseases and stuff. But they use people, man. That's just the way life is. And if you're not aware, you will be used and abused as well. And I don't want to go backwards in my life. Too many people have suffered, bled, and died, so I can sit up here and live a good life where I'm at right now. And I would shame them. I would shame the memory of the knowledge of their memory by doing something stupid and by voting for somebody named Trump. I would shame the memory and the knowledge of their legacy. John Lewis, Martin Luther King, Hosea Williams, You know, and the list goes on and on. Those men was on the street fighting, not physically, marching for you and me, for people like this. They have a right to vote. You know, for we can be treated instead of being like treated like children and little pets. We can be treated like a human being, like a man, you know, a woman. You know, and for us to vote for somebody that's against this color, nah, I can't do it. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi. John Thomas in the house. John Thomas in the house. Big John, John Thomas. We said, oh, hello, Terry Fleming, Freddie Mason, and the little train. What's up, John? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see ya. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation under. Who we got? JC. He said, I hear hospitalization costs $900 a day for COVID-19. That means rich guys in the rear and with the gear getting rich, while nurses are underpaid, overworked, and American. Yeah, one of the most, I guess, expensive industries in the United States is the medical industry, medical field. When you compare the cost for hospitalization, medication in the United States versus the Philippines, it's like night and day, brother. I'm telling you, man. Medication, hospitalization costs like zero. I mean, it's very cheap out here. The USA is a kahoozy, man. Like KC, they gotta be rich, you know. But out here, you know, that's why most people when they come in, they do what they do this self-cost. They pay their own medical bills because they can afford it. But you can't do that. You got to have some insurance. I got insurance out here. I got fuel health, you know. And then I got my own money too in case that don't work out. But in the USA, you better have you some insurance, man. I'm telling you, man, because it's like 10 times. And that's one thing that, you know, they need to check on the USA. It don't have to be that high. Yeah, and they need to bring the cost down. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Brother, he said, church of prayer. Hit that like button, peeps. 1, 2, 3. Church of prayer. 1, 2, 3. Church of prayer. 1, 2, 3. Church of prayer. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's get them likes up now. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button from please. 1, 2, 3. Church of prayer. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. I got Terry Fleming. What's up, Terry? He said, that sandwich just won't do without the two dress.
You're right to that.
You better get. You not make that two dress.
Yeah, just pour it.
He said, all you gotta do is pour that two on the sandwich. You good. Ryan J. Bowdy, Lizzie, One Nation. Who we got? Murphy Hayes in the house. Murphy Hayes in the house. He said, woo. He said, I'm number 5 and I'm alive. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's always good to be alive because the alternative just ain't worth it. Ryan J. Bowdy, Lizzie, One Nation. Big John doing the thing right, tie long and strong. He said, I thank the Filipino OFW nurses for their service. My mom was a nurse, so I understand how tough a job it is. Majority fault for COVID-19 belongs to China. Yes, I agree with you 100%, John. If it wasn't for China and the silliness that happened in that laboratory, because they can say all the stuff they want, but it happened in the Wuhan market now. It happened in the lab. That's my opinion. I don't have, but that's my personal opinion. From all the things I've read, it points to the fact that it started in the lab and it got out of the lab. Okay. And then they try to blame it on the market. No, that thing happened in the lab. That's what, and China is at fault. Okay. And China, in my humble opinion, need to be held accountable. Now, China is doing well now. You know why they're doing well? Because they done got their virus under control. It's coming back a little bit, but the majority of the virus is controlled. Their economy is rising. You know, they grew by 4% the last quarter. Now everybody else going down. China need to be held accountable, man. But John, thank you so much for the donation, man. We got to do that for John. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. So what you trying to do?
She leave me alone. She trying to get me like Mark. She trying to get me like Sinead trying to get that like. Thank you, JT. I appreciate that, man. So much for the donation, man. Appreciate that. More blessings to you. More love to you, my brother. Appreciate that. Ryan Chain, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Who we got?
Loving
Freedom. What's up, Loving?
What's up?
How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to welcome back to you, man. Welcome home. You've been gone a long time. But we said, welcome home. We're gonna say anytime we see somebody we ain't seen them in a while, we don't cuss them out. Where you been, man?
Where have you been,
You know,
lovey forever?
we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. We say,
Just
welcome
kidding.
home, my brother. Always good to see you. Because, you know, you get on their heart. They don't want to come back. They won't come back. So we say, welcome home, my brother. Good to see you, man. Hey, man, we doing good, man. And we're doing even better that we see you now, loving freedom, because we know that you love freedom, and we love freedom too. Let's go, right? Bobby Lee, 1000. I on you. What's up, man? He said it's time for the retraction. Retraction?
Retraction.
Okay, man. That's all right, man. Hey, it's okay, man. Long as you with us, man, it's all that matters. Let's go. Terry Fleming, he said, all right, Superior. I didn't see you earlier. What it do, bro? What it do? You make it do what it. Hey, you know what? They know what they say, right? You gonna make it do what it do. Let's go. Ryan Trey, Bobby, Murphy, hey. He said, what up, love and freedom, man? You all right, man? Good to see you, man. Welcome back home. Love and freedom. He said, Murphy, hey, I'm chilling, my brother. I'm chilling, man. I'm just trying to give you a little sandwich before I go to bed, man. Trying to give me some sandwich. Put me some mayonnaise on that sandwich, man. And I'm gonna have me a mayonnaise sandwich and a glass of tea. And I'm going to bed, man. That's
Glass
all
of 2 bucks.
2 on the side.
I on you, he said, Lisa D and Bobby D sandwich, salmon patty with baby shrimp mixed into it, onion roll pan, Swiss cheese mayonnaise, crab, and baby shrimp coleslaw with stick fries.
Woo, boy. Y'all hear that? That sounds like some good eating. Now, you better write that down.
Okay, baby shrimp. It's hard
Copy
to
it.
find a baby shrimp.
You don't have to have a baby shrimp. You should have any kind of shrimp. It's better than none, right?
The big one?
Cut it in half. Make a baby out of it. Cut it in quarters, and that way it'll be small. It won't be too huge. I don't know about that. Y'all ever had ground shrimp? I never heard of that. You had ground shrimp?
No.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. Did y'all get the recipe? Everybody write the recipe down. I want you to try it out. And when you try it out, man, look at it. Bobby D, I tried on you a sandwich, the Love Train sandwich, and it's good. That's what I want to hear. Round Train, Bobby D, Lizzie, One Nation, under who it got? Look at Murphy. Hey, he said, if you're willing, it's good to be chilling. I love it, freedom. Yeah, ain't that right? Let's go. Round Train, Bobby D, Lizzie, One Nation, under who it got? Love and peace. Amen, brother. Got you, man. I got you. Amen on that. Let's go. Round Train, Bobby D, Lizzie, One Nation, under Murphy. Hey, he said, I already knew. Wow, that's unique. Are you a chef or just creative? I don't know. I think he's a chef. He's a chef, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, he know how to do that thing, man. That is very creative, though. You got shrimp, you got crab, and you got salmon. All of those are very, very good fish, seafood rather, that people enjoy. And then he mixes it with dressing and some lettuce and a mayonnaise and some other things, and then he put on a bun. And it's got to have a good taste, man. You know, that gets your mouth watering. Like, I'm with some of y'all right now. When we get off this train, we're like, I want me some shrimp. Let's go. Round Train, Bobby, Lizzie, One Nation, Robert Byers, Papa. He said, I want you. That sounds amazing. I'm telling you, man. Papa, I want you know how to make them sandwich, man. He's a sandwich man. He know how to make that sandwich. I bet he worked you as a cook before. I bet he did. Round Train, Bobby, Lizzie, I want you. Thank you. He said, thank you. Yeah, let's come on. Hey, if y'all need a chef, man, if you need a chef,
Call me.
Call I on you. He will cater to your house. But you have to give us a Montage. Okay, Montage? Let's go. Roger and Bobby Lizzie.
Steven
Rogers.
What's up,
Steven Rogers. He said, hello, Lizzie Bobby. I have been watching you guys for a long time. Are you guys not planning to start a family? No, we're not planning nothing. Because the Lord planned. We're on the Lord plan. When he say it's time, then we say, thank you, Lord. That's it. That's how we do. Amen. But you know me, Stephen, every time I do the wild thing, I try to hit a home run. Okay? Hit it out the park, baby. Hit it out the park. Let's go. Round Train, Bobby Lizzie. See me. Let's go right through the long little strong. He give us some euros, guys. He give us a euro for the superstar. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Steve. Let's keep it down to Steven Rogers. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Drums in the house. I said drums in the house. Drums in the house. I said drums in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the inimitable George Jefferson live. Come on, what is it? What you have?
Thank you. Thank you much, Stephen. I appreciate the donation to the nation. More blessings,
you.
much love. Round train property leads you one nation. Who we got? Murphy Hayes. He said, give the queen some tuba and watch her run like the Energizer Bunny. He be running all day. I said, Lisa, slow down. Hey, that tuba give her energy, man. I'm telling you. But you can't do nothing without that tuba. Let's go. Round train property leads you one nation. Steven Riley doing it again, man. Hey, Steven ain't playing, man.
He's a rain man
He's
also.
trying to make. He said, "I'm gonna make it rain today, baby." Hey, do your flying, Steven. Thank you so. He said, "He put another super stick y'all with a euro. Look at some money, man. Hey, we gotta do another damn for Steven. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Steven. Do your flying, man. Do your flying. Let's go. Who we got, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh my goodness. So what you trying to do?
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Steven.
Steven.
Appreciate the donation to the nation. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
More
More
blessings
blessings
to
to
you,
you.
much
Much love to you, my brother. Let's go. Ryan Chain Bobby, let's see One Nation. I thought, who we got? I on you. He said, KC and the Sunshine Band. Song was Shine the Light. Shine the Light. Shine the Light. I don't remember that song. Oh, I remember. That's the way. I like it. I like it. Ooh, that's the
Maybe
way.
another song.
That's probably another song. I don't remember. If I heard the sound, if I heard the music, then I probably remember. But I can't remember the word shining. Shining, shining. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Round train, Bobby Lizzie. Brother, hey, he said, what happened to love and freedom? I don't know. Love and freedom, you all right, man? Okay. We so glad to see you back in the house today, man. KC, he said, KC and Sunshine Band was in the disco era. Thank God funk came along, but KC in my case stand for Kansas City. Hey, I love it all. I'm a music man. You can give me anything. I'll be. I like classical too. You know, anything. Because you know why? I don't know if I shared. Did I share this with them, Lisa D? I told them how my ears are music. Anyway, I have a gift, man. And a gift for listening sound and music. When I hear music, okay, when I hear the instruments, I can hear the words. And this sounds crazy, I know, but this is how I am. I can hear the words that the instruments is playing. If you have let's say you play a guitar, or you play an organ, or you play a piano, whatever instrument you have, each note you play, my ears hears a word. I hear a word. I hear a physical word that note is playing. And I've been having this all my life, you know? And so all music, I accept it and I receive it, and I can hear some music when things are played. It's a mellow. Some people music is happy, and the words that come out are happy. And when they're playing sad, it comes out. The words come out sad. You know, I've been having that gift all my life. Ryan Train Bobby Lizzie. I know you think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Ryan Train Bobby.
I owe you. He's cool, man. I'm cool with you. I'm cool with you. Michael Coffee, need some
Coffee?
Michael, where you been, man? Coming on the caboose today? Michael on the caboose today.
Yeah.
What's up,
He
Michael?
went to sleep.
Michael Coffee, need some coffee. You need some coffee, man. So two of that coffee wake up. Listen, buddy. Most big hospitals here in Cali are full because of COVID-19 virus. No more room in the ICU, CCU. Can't admit patients from the. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's not only in Cali. I think it's in a lot of hospitals all over the country. I mean, I say, COVID is widespread so bad out there until most of the hospitals are over capacity, and a lot of the hospitals are doing what's called makeshift tents outside of the hospitals to accept the patient in their tent. And then it's so bad, man. You in these cities where there's overcapacity, if you get sick, you go to the hospital, they're gonna tell you, sir, I'm sorry, we have no more room. And then you're gonna have to go back home. They might give you some medicine, or they may tell you what you need to do, but you have to tough it out. So the best thing, if you get sick, guys, the best thing rather than get sick is to prevent. Prevention is worth an ounce of cure, right? You want to prevent it. How do you prevent it, Bobby? You wash your hands, you do the social distances, and you wear your face mask and your face shield and your hand gloves, and you keep your distance. That's the best thing you can do.
And if you feel sore throat or itchy throat, gargle every hour.
Right. One of the things, and that's for the lady, and I showed this lady to you, the nurse. She was a nurse for like 40 years. Oh, beautiful black lady. And she told, we've been doing this thing ever since we saw that video. She said, gargle with alcohol. Any gargle mouthwash has alcohol in it, like Listerine. If you feel that something stuck in your throat and you can't get it out, that's probably the virus. So you want to gargle. It will live in your throat. If it's in your throat, it's going to stay there between 24 to 48 hours. Yeah, so what does that mean? You have a 28 to 48 hour window to attack that virus. And how do you attack the virus? You gargle with alcohol, not alcohol, but mouthwash that has alcohol in it, like Listerine. And then you get some salt water, warm salt water, and you have lemon in it, and maybe a little bit of honey, and then you gargle. Oh, that's what kills the virus. You want to do that on a regular basis, like once an hour. And you want to drink a lot of hot tea liquids, like hot tea. Okay, that kills the virus, and that may get it out of your throat. I'm not saying it will, but those are the things that you should do if you feel you got that virus stuck in your throat. And you'll know, because it's going to be a unique, something that you've never felt before. I don't know what this is. It's more than likely it's the virus. You need to work on it as quickly as you can. Don't wonder, I'm wondering if I got it. No, act like you got it. In fact, for those of you that have a sinus condition, those of you that have allergies, whatever, sometimes the allergy and the sinus conditions can mimic the virus, and that's okay, man. Just treat it like you got the virus. Gargle, and take off everything you can. Take you extra vitamin D. Vitamin D3 has been shown to improve and strengthen your immune system. Okay, extra vitamin C has been shown to do improve and strengthen your immune system as well. Those are things you want to do.
Zinc also.
Exactly, very good. Zinc is another one. Those things you want to do, and that's all science based. This is not coming up with just a thought on the top of my head. I read and I study, and these are the things I found out. Plus, the lady on the video I showed told us a lot of stuff. So things you can do yourself to help yourself get through this situation.
Okay, let's go. I knew you see. He said, Casey, it's a shame what your chips did to my
Bucks.
Shame.
She's talking about football. She don't number that. She don't have she like that. But yeah, the Chiefs did a number on the Bucks, man. And did y'all see my Falcons, man? Did you see my Falcons? They beat somebody bad the other day. I forgot. Oh, David Carr's team was the Raiders. Yeah, they beat the Raiders, man. The Falcons went in there and tore them up, man. I didn't see. I saw the highlights of it. I can't see that. I saw the highlights. They beat the heck out. And then they didn't have Julio. Julio Jones. They didn't have Julio, man. They beat the heck out of the doggone Raiders, man, in their own, and they told them, well, I like, yeah, at least they did something, because they're like, I think that's the third or fourth game this year, but they ain't doing nothing. I was happy to see that. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, Michael Coffee needs
Some coffee.
he said, Bobby, COVID-19 virus is being mixed up with the flu. December doesn't look good for us nurses here in Cali. Yeah, so I told y'all that this is flu season, but it's also COVID season. So they call it it's a twin pandemic. It's a twindemic, that's what they call it. But the virus, and then you got the virus, and you got the flu, so it's 2 in 1. And then sometimes, like Nurse Mike just said, people are confusing the flu virus with the COVID virus, and some people are confusing the COVID virus with the flu virus. So every time you get in there, they have to determine which one you got, which means they got to do what? Run tests. Okay. And so once they determine what you have, then they can start treating you appropriately. But if you got sense like me, before you get there, you figure out, okay, assume you got the flu. Assume you have the COVID. Don't sit in there, well, I just got the flu. I'll be all right. Nah, don't assume that. That's the wrong thing to assume. Assume you have the COVID, whether you know it or not for a fact, and start treating it immediately on your own until you get to the doctor. Let's go. Round train, Bobby. Michael Coffee. Need to make sure you wear your N95 mask, social distancing, wash your hands, please. Thank you so much. Yes, you need to wear your mask, social distance, and always wash your hands. I wash my hands, guys. You might not believe this. Sometimes 10, 15 times a day. And you think I just wash it to wash it? No. I wash to make sure I'm all right. I just do that like that. I go in the bathroom, I wash my hand, and then after I wash my hand, guess what I do? I put some alcohol. I make sure, because I don't play. I don't want to get that stuff, man. You think I want to break food? I don't want to get that stuff.
Nobody wants.
I know nobody wants, but I don't want it even more than nobody don't want it. Because I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything I can to prevent me from getting anybody. I'm social distancing. We don't go nowhere with nobody out there. Want us to go to eat dinner at the hospital? Nah, I'm playing that game. Stay in my house. I don't know what they got. Let's go. Roger KC. He said, the Chiefs really got out with a win. You going to see more bearings until the GOAT get acclimated. He said Chief barely got out with a win. Yeah. The GOAT, he talking about what's the guy named Tom Brady. The GOAT, man. The GOAT's gonna be all right. He just like Casey said, the GOAT got the talent. There's no question about that. He getting on the older side. You know, when they get older, they can't sling that ball like they used to. So that's catching up with him. But he got enough talent left in him to make that team successful. So another year or two, they'll probably be in the playoff. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. I want you, true. Hey, true that, man. I got you, man. Michael Coffee, need some coffee. Want some Michael? He said, Lindy, Bobby, hi. No vaccines are coming until springtime, March, April, or May in the USA. COVID-19 bug virus is still out there. Protect yourself, please. Remember, hey, man, I'm telling you, man, don't let your guard down. Do not let your guard down. But we got the virus, everything out right now. Now, we got the vaccine, but the vaccine ain't ready yet. They got to distribute it. They have to first of all produce it, and once they produce the vaccine, they have to distribute it. And they're going to be producing millions of vaccines, okay, millions of dosages, and it has to be produced, distributed. And what I've heard is that the military will help distribute it. And the vaccines, once they get out, they'll be in like a CVS or Walgreens, stuff like that. And you go down and say, pay your money. I need a shot, please, and I need a vaccine. And that's the way to be. Very convenient. Murphy, hey, he said they tried it in peanut oil.
Cried in your peanut oil.
No, I think he said they trying something in peanut oil. Peanut oil is doing something for somebody. Anyway, Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie.
Michael Coffee.
What's up, Mike?
Coffee.
He said,
Lisa D and Bobby D, hello. The one by Moderna looks to be the best coming out in the USA for COVID-19 virus.
Right, Moderna is a good one because I think the Moderna is the one that don't need the. Is Moderna? No, Moderna and Pfizer has to have high or very cold temperatures. But Pfizer is the one that has the most cold. That's like 207 negative degrees. I think Moderna is a little bit less than that. But yeah, Moderna is probably the one. Moderna's had a 90-some% vaccine rate, effective rate. So it looks good. The only thing about Moderna and Pfizer, as far as the third world countries are concerned, I think that those two choices may not be good for third world country simply because the costs associated with those two vaccines are higher than most third world countries can afford. Now, the one that most is, in my opinion, so far that I've seen, that we've been most affordable for the third world countries is the AstraZeneca one. From what I've read, the AstraZeneca one will be $5 per shot. Now, you can afford $5 is like what? 500 pesos, $10.
250.
$5 is like 250 pesos, and most people here in the Philippines can afford that. And what I'm hearing is, even when the Philippines has paid they already paid AstraZeneca for a large amount of it, they'll make it free for a lot of people here as well. But then you want to make sure that the vaccine rather, that they obtain for the Philippines doesn't have to have a very, very cold temperature, okay? Because that's going to be another issue. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie.
Marfa Ace. Typo, I mean, they fry it in peanut
Oh,
oil.
fried. Okay, they fried it, fried turkey and peanut oil. Okay, I understand. Peanut oil. Peanut oil is, I guess, got to be healthier than that regular fat grease oil. You know what I mean? The
Oil?
yeah, clean peanut oil. You ever heard of peanut oil? Like
No.
it's like a fry, like corn oil, vegetable oil, you fry.
Mhm.
It's like, but they use peanut oil, so
I
probably
never tried.
it probably gives it a better taste too. Ryan Train, Bobby, is he? The word
World
of
of Thailand.
What's
Happy
up?
times.
What's up, darling? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
See ya.
Happy time in the house. Happy time in the house. Happy time. What's up, man? He said, Merry Christmas. Filipino nurses work hard. They have a passive personality, which leads to be taken advantage of. It's a shame. It's not only in USA, but Saudi United Kingdom as well. You're right about that, man. The Filipino people are some of the best, and I've said this before, they're some of the best congenial, happy, hardworking people in the world. And they're very easy to get along with, right? Most of them. Some of them got attitude, but most of them, majority of them, are very easy to get along with. And yeah, that leads to many people taking advantage of it. And that's wrong, especially in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and a lot of the Middle East countries, they take advantage of it. And it's wrong, man. But, even the United States, some of the people in the United States take advantage of it. It's wrong. If you see somebody being taken advantage of, call the authorities or tell the people to stop this right now and report them. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie. That's it?
No.
Oh,
Just
she-
show them more. He said, laughing my butt. Lisa D said, I like turkey, but not the one that is alive because it will run after you. Bobby D, I'm excited. I never ate fried turkey, but I know it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I've had it, man. Joshua, it's real good, man. I never fried one myself, but one of my buddies fried one. I went over there and man, that thing was good, man. And he sells it every year. He'll sell it for the holidays, fried turkey. And so yeah, that stuff good, man. And I took home a leg, and I cut it for about a week till it was gone. I ate it for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. I ate that thing. That stuff good, man. And you can make a salad up, cut it up, make a turkey salad, put some stuff in it. Good stuff, man. Ron Train, Bobby
And
Lizzie.
the alive turkey. I remember when I was a kid, our neighbor in Mountain got a turkey.
Turkey.
And then when you wear a red clothes, they were running on you.
You wear red that attracts their eyes, and they run after you.
Yeah.
Just like a bull, man. You wear red in front of a bull, they go, whoa, come and get you. Ron Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Hey, he said, the queen is right. Turkeys, peacocks, and those big white gooses are mean tempered. Yeah, you're right, man. They come after you, man. You could be a huge man. If you make them mad, they're like, what you say? I don't know what it is, man. Even the chickens in Lisa's house, on the
No,
farm.
chickens is all right.
No, you make a chicken mad, they come after you too. You never had a chicken come after you?
The one that we said the cock. What is that cock?
The cocks are the one that's the male. They'll come after you, man. They don't play. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, Steven Rogers. He said, the reason I asked Bobby last year, from what I remember, you mentioned you were trying with Lisa D. So I was wondering perhaps you guys decided not to have. Hey, man, we're doing our thing, man. And we waiting on the Lord to move and with his mighty hand. When he move with that mighty hand, and everything gonna be all right. Okay, right, J. Bobby Lizzie, what night?
Loving freedom. He said, I was a little under the weather, but I'm back.
Okay.
Amen.
Well, praise the Lord, man. I'm glad to hear you back and you on living color. I'm glad to see you still in the land of the living like everybody else. And keep on keeping on, brother. Keep your mind right, tight, long, and strong. Let's go. Round train, Bobby. I on you. He said, Mr. Hayes, I was a chef at one time. I want to open something up in the Philippines. Amen. Better open it up right, tight, long, and strong. But you better make sure you cook that Filipino stuff, because they ain't going to eat the American stuff. What is this? What is this? But if you open it up in the area where there's a lot of foreign men, a lot of expats, you'll get some money. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie.
Hey. I hope your restaurant won't be too far from me when I get there, because I'll fly or boat to try that.
No, that's right, man. Yeah, he's got a lot of good creations. You know, he's very creative with food. And when you're creative with food, people want to try something different. And so he'll probably be very successful.
I knew it will be in Cebu or Dumaguete.
Okay. All right. I'm in Cebu, so bring it down here. We'll get a little business, man. We'll come your way, get us a sandwich. You're not gotta have me a sandwich every now and then. You know how I do. Remember, hey, he said it will be in Cebu for me so far. So if your restaurant is there, we'll be buddied. I know that's right. I'll be over there too. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie. I on you. He's a KC and Sunshine Band. Come on, baby, shine the light. I said, baby, shine the light. Philadelphia freedom, shine on me. I love you. I remember that. I can't remember the tune, man. I remember the words now, but I can't remember the tune. I hear the tune. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie. How are you? You'll be welcome, Mr. Hayes. Yeah, hey, man, we'll see you down there when you get here. K Slick. He said, Bob, I told my auntie that I hear music like you just said. She told me to put down the Buddha down. Put the Buddha down. I'll tell you, man, I don't know what it is. I've been having this all my life, man. People think I'm weird. I think what you want, man. This is how I see music. This is how I hear it. I can any song, if you whatever, if you just hum something, I'm gonna pick up the words that's in that sound. I'm gonna pick up the words and in that tone. When I just said what I said, I picked up the words in that tone. You know what I just said? When I said, I want to know. I want to know. That's what that sound said to me. That's what the word said to me. When I said this, I want to know. I want to know. I want to. Any sound you give me, I can get that what the sound is saying. Let's go. Round train, Bobby Lizzie. Murphy, hey, he said, what proof was that? What proof was that, Buddha? What proof was that, Buddha? Let's go. Eyes. He said, Casey's eyes. I thought Feel Freedom was Elton John's song. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. Philadelphia. Now I remember the Elton John. Philadelphia Freedom. I remember Philadelphia Freedom. I can't remember the song. But yeah, I remember the Elton John song. That's an old song, man. That's like that. Elton John.
I said, oops.
Okay, so yeah, he had the wrong song. He said, "You're right, Casey. That was the Elton John. I remember the Elton John. Philadelphia Freedom. I remember that song." Casey said, "Murphy, I never had Buddha, but there were other things we talking about in the '80s." Yeah, man. So '80s was a whole different genre, man. Everything was different in the '80s, and some of the things were good, man. You know, and then some of the things were terrible. '80s is when we started getting the internet. You know. '80s, we started getting the internet. We had them Walkmans, you know, that thing carrying your ear and all like that. And we started getting more technical. So people that were born in the '80s are more technical than people that were born in the '60s and the '70s. Yeah, because that's when tech age started and everybody had to have this and that. And then all our kids started wanting to play the games, you know that? Remember that? And then they didn't want to go outside and play no more. And then that's why they all big and fat right now. And they need to go on a diet. Okay, let's go. Ride train, Bobby, Lizzie.
Casey, eyes, it's all good. I don't want you to go out like that.
All right, Ryan Train, Bobby.
They fried it in peanut oil.
Yeah, peanut oil. That's what they fried it. They fried it turkey in peanut oil, and you have to set that turkey fry thing up just right. Okay, you don't want no big mess on your hand. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby. How are you? He said, "Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that." Casey said, "I'm shutting down too, but look impatient." Roger, Bobby.
Maurice, I mean the turkey they fried in peanut oil.
Yeah, they fried the turkey in peanut oil, And my friend was out there. I remember he did that, man. And it smelled good when it fried. And then it take that. Let me see. I think he said like an hour, maybe 30 minutes. It wasn't long. You put it in the fry. If you have it fried, deep fried, you set it up and it's on the right temperature, you drop that thing in there. And
Why don't you boil it first, and then when it is cooked, you fry it. That way, it is
more tender.
Yeah, you will be sure that it is cooked already. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be something to do, but yeah, that sounds like a good idea because when you boil it, you're making the meat more what tender, okay? And so when you get ready to fry it, you're gonna. Okay, we got somebody else at the door. I don't know who that is, but when you get ready to drop it in there and you fry it, it's gonna be that much better. All right, train Bobby Lisi, One Nation. On the who we got? Murphy. Hey, what's up, Murphy? He said virgin olive oil and peanut oil are the best and most healthy when fried. Yeah, we use virgin. Lisa D uses virgin olive oil when she fries anything in here. Most of the time, it's virgin olive oil, or she'll use canola oil or virgin olive oil. That's what she uses on most of everything. And when I eat my salad, I'll take some of the virgin olive oil, and then I'll mix it with some vinegar, because that way, and then I drop it on. That's the only kind of dressing. If I don't have any of that, I don't put regular dressing on my salad because you just adding more calories to it. You know, so if I go someplace and they don't have no virgin olive oil or they don't have any vinaigrette, vinaigrette is the same thing as that virgin olive oil and the vinegar. If they don't have that, I don't put nothing on my salad. I just eat like it is. Ryan Train Bobby DC. Okay, that's it. All right, guys. It's been real. But we got to go. All right, this D, what you doing? Yeah. I just got another package, y'all. I think I had to order some turmeric, and that's what that is. Okay, we got that's it. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody that gave today, man. Thank you so very much from the bottom of our heart.
Thank you so much.
We say thank you, man. You don't know how much it means to us when you show us your love by giving, and we show you our love by giving back to you the best way we know. Again, remember, in the next 24 hours, you'll see the top people that gave on the program for November, and you'll see what the top of number one will get a reward. You'll see that as well. So we'll look on the community tab within the next 24 hours, and you'll see who that is. So Lisa D gonna show you. Give you some comments right now.
Andy,
hi, Andy on the caboose today. What's up, Andy? He said, hi, bye. What's up, Andy? Hey, Andy said, man, I can't let them go without saying hi. Hey, man, it's so good to see you, Andy. Welcome back to the show, man. Welcome home.
God bless you too.
Welcome
Andy.
home, Andy. Always see.
Andy, where have you been, Andy?
Always good to welcome my son back. Andy, my son, man. Y'all know that.
A long lost son.
That's my son, man. Good to see you, son. What's up? How you doing, man? You ain't doing nothing bad out there, are you? I can get you, man. I'm gonna get you if I catch you doing something bad. Let's go. Ryan Train Bobby Lizzie. That's it.
To close.
All right, Lizzie, we'll close the comments.
Did you say thank you already? Yes. Okay, thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And our Facebook fan page is called the Philippines Connection. Please like the page. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Bobby D Life in the Philippines. Look in the video description for media information. If you are viewing the live stream as a recorded replay, allow the ads to run during the video. And if you wish to donate to us via PayPal, our PayPal donation address is videox004@gmail.com, and you can contact us at the same email address for more information. And we have a free Android app in Google Play Store called Philippines Expat Lifestyle. Download and enjoy our videos without going through the YouTube app. And if you are a veteran,
you can call 1-800-827-1000. Call this for veterans information. All veterans with a VA card will have access to benefits. And now, what Lisa D is going to do.
we have more comments.
Okay, we're going to do some more comments. Here we go. All right, we got Andy. He said, hey, Lisa, turned in late. I tuned in late. Woke up late. Okay, man. I had to do a lot of working, man. And then when you get home, man, he's like, I'm tired, man. And he can be knocked out, man. But it's okay, man. It's okay, man. Get your rest. I know what you got to do. You're working hard, man. You're trying to make that monte, and it's all right, man. Dude, when I was out there working, man, I don't want nobody messing with me. And when I came home from work, I want to get my rest. Don't call me and don't text me because I'm not gonna answer. And when I get up, then I get your message. Let's go. Round trip out release D one night. He said, miss you. Hey, miss you too, son. I miss you, son. I always miss my son. That's one of my sons, man. You know, I call Andy my son. Let's go. Round trip out release D one night. Mark, yeah, was in the house. Mark, yeah, was in the house. What's up, man? He said, what about canola oil? Yeah, Lisa D uses canola oil or
No,
virgin.
I did not. I Minola.
I'm sorry, I said, did I say canola? I meant to say manola. I know it's some kind of oil. She uses canola oil or virgin olive oil. She uses those two things when she fries anything. But canola oil is good too. But you don't want to use that regular grease, you know, that Crisco grease. You remember that? I don't know if y'all remember this, but back in the day, I don't even know if it's still out or not because I hadn't seen it. But back in the day, there was a big can. It was called Crisco oil. It was white stuff in it that was nothing but fat from a pig. And people were cooking that stuff, and that stuff kill you, man. I could build up in your arteries and stuff, man. But so people got some sense now. So they use the virgin olive oil, canola oil, or manola, you know, stuff that don't have.
Minola oil is like coconut oil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anyway, coconut oil is good too. We use that, and but the best one she uses the most is that virgin olive oil. She used that a lot, and I like the taste of that too. And it's more healthy, to be honest with you. Your body needs a certain amount of fat that your body does need, and you can get that from a virgin olive oil. All right, that's it. Okay, Margaret, he said they did a lot of they did a lot of frying here. Yeah, they do a lot. They do a lot of frying here in the Philippines, a lot. And if you don't use the right type of grease, you're just adding that much more fat into your body. Okay. Margaret, Margaret, he said they call it. They sell, they still sell Crisco. I remember I was raised over that Crisco, man. My mom cooked with that Crisco, and it'd be white. I remember the color was white, and you just dig it out of the can, put it in there, and then that oil just be frying like that. Fry. You get some good fried chicken with that Crisco oil, it kill you, but but it tastes good going down. Let's go. Ride train, ride in this. That's it. All right, y'all. That's least you gonna do our closing clip. We out there.
A towering presence, run like the wind. Be a king or a queen. Life in the Philippines.
Y'all caught Lisa D sleeping on the job again. She like,
You said thank you.
I forgot what we were supposed to do. I forgot what we were supposed to do, y'all. I forgot we get ready to close the show. Sorry about that, y'all. Sometimes I get a little tired. All right. Well, yeah, it's been real. We got to go. This is Bobby D.
And the Tuba Queen, Lisa D.
Say take care.
God bless.
And peace. Yeah.
Good night,
Peace.
guys.
Good night, guys.
Thank you so
See y'all
much.
later, man.